Awakening was trying to put the game on his shoulders. He's quickly taken down. 1v1 here.
Can't even imagine the nerves just coursing through their veins right now.
That's it.
Melee kill on Pilar. He can just run straight towards the bomb.
Moak is going to be left all by himself. Two players going in. The trade should come in almost instantaneously, but no, he's going to stay alive. Snip shot goes in. Oh my goodness, Moak finds the kill.
What is going on, guys? Welcome to the KontrolFreek 2v2 S&D Showdown, powered by Beyond. My name is Frank, and I'm alongside Jared. Jared, what is going on, my man?
Just hanging out, getting ready for our first match, and we're officially halfway through the qualifying stage, and I'm excited to see who's going to claim that next spot.
Yeah, so it's kind of interesting to see here, too, and if you're paying attention to that bracket on teambeyond.net, you might be saying like, oh man, we've got an exciting first match here. It's a rematch from last week. Well, hold on just a second, because it is Speed Demons versus New Religion, but it's only 50% of each one of those squads. So a couple of the players just playing with new partners today, whether that's just because their teammates were unavailable or something like that. So still going to be an exciting match, but might have been able to be a little bit more exciting. But before we get into that, let's talk about the format for a little bit. So over the next several weeks, a couple more weeks now, teams of 2 from Black Ops 4 are going to be competing in these qualifier tournaments. Now, not only is there a spot for our 5K tournament in August on the line, but there's also $1,250 on the line per each qualifier. So that's like $10,000 in total and multiple chances to win cash. So that's pretty awesome. Now, format-wise, this is a single elimination bracket. So if you lose one of the series, you're out. And each matchup is a best-of-3 series. So the teams will have a little bit more room, to adapt to different strategies and figure out what each other are trying to do. So have a little bit of a mini meta evolve through the course of the rounds here, but let's also take a quick look at our current bracket. Jared, anything kind of jump out to you about the bracket today?
We touched on it lightly. We have a sort of a rematch between Speed Demons and New Religion, but they are coming in with different rosters. But I'm going to be keeping an eye on Cap Seidel from Speed Demons, and then we're going to be looking at T-Killer from New Religion and see what they can do to possibly carry their team and win some money.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because as we talked about through the previous weeks, it was always Valence that was sort of that super explosive, kind of exciting, edge of your seat type player. But Cap Seidel has been really solid. So we'll see what King Kuiper has to bring to the table as well. And of course, we saw T-Killer really performing well last qualifier, but playing with a different duo today. So it's going to be Zealot. So we'll see kind of what he has to offer over last week versus S-Clamp. So getting ready to start the games here. And yeah, it's, I kind of wish we were getting that genuine rematch. That would have been pretty cool to see, but it's, a little bit of a mini rematch. So still nothing to, put past either one of these teams. But I'm just going to see, kind of interested to see how the different dynamics between these players kind of work out. Maybe get Cap Seidel a little bit more of a chance to shine now that Valence isn't going, super crazy. So we'll see if he tries to pick up that aggressive play style or if King Kuiper is going to be trying to fill in that role. So I'm actually on board with Cap Seidel right now off the start here. Looks like they're pushing up towards that A bomb site. Might meet Zealot here for an instant little showdown. And King Kuiper running pretty closely with Cap Seidel right here. So I'm sorry, that bomb is going to be going down from King Kuiper, and Zealot gets taken out. King Kuiper, yeah, running with that SOG, so playing kind of aggressive. Looks like Cap Seidel does have that ICR out in that 2v1. We'll see if T-Killer can make anything happen. Cap Seidel just pre-aiming that doorway, knows T-Killer is stuck there. Bomb is going to be down now. King Kuiper able to get that plant, and that's going to be Cap Seidel taking down T-Killer. Pretty textbook first round.
Yeah, when you have that 2-on-1 advantage and you're on offense, you want to have one person force the bomb plant, the other guy watch the angle where the opponent could come from. And T-Killer tried to force that 1v1 fight while the bomb was going down, but the timing was a little bit off, and he was quickly taken down.
Yeah, nice plays out of Capsidle there, kind of playing that anchoring position, just forcing T-Killer, off of that bomb site while King Kuiper got the bomb down. So pretty cool stuff. I'm actually on board with King Kuiper as well here.
Oh, and the
so
snipe comes
Zealot. All right, I'm hopping on board with him if he's still got this sniper rifle out. Yeah, Zealot still got that sniper. Looks like Capsidle does take down T-Killer though.
Ooh, this is going to be a really tough fight for Zealot, because he's going against Capsidle's SOG. So sniper versus SOG, that close range is going to be so hard for him.
Ooh,
the pistol's not going to be enough.
Yeah, tough spot to be in there. If I had a sniper, I would just go for the quick scope in that situation. I just try to make something flashy happen. But obviously, Zealot making the right play there, trying to contest with the pistol. But in that close range scenario, not much else you can do. All right. So coming up here on round number 3, a quick 2-0 up for this Speed Demons roster. We're going to have to see how they kind of keep playing. Seems like, Capsidle, King Kuiper here, just playing alongside him pretty similarly as, he did with Valence. And actually, I think we've got some of our tournament organizers checking to see King Kuiper might be Valence. Just under a new name. So we're actually going to try to double check and confirm on that, because I'm watching King Kuiper play right now, and it's kind of eerily similar to Valence. I don't know if it's actually a different player, maybe just a new tag. So we'll get confirmation on that for you guys. But Zealot is confirmed subbing in for S-Clamp from last week. But that's going to be Zealot taking down King Kuiper with that SOG. So yeah. Nice play, and we just did get confirmation thanks to our organizers here. So yeah, King Kuiper is Valence. He's just it's a bit of a rebrand, doing a little bit of a rebrand on himself, I suppose.
Yeah, I would say this.
Maybe
is
we hyped him up too much.
Yeah,
and now he just considers himself a king. Did we talk about him so much? Now he's like, I'm a king now. Yeah, but so that's the confirmation, the update for you guys watching here. So King Kuiper, which we'll continue to refer to him as that, is Valence from the previous qualifier. So this is your back-to-back champions in Speed Demons, King Kuiper and Capsidle. So we can now expect to see the same kind of play style coming out of him here. But we should mention though, Zealot and T-Killer were able to take a round there. So closing the gap to 1 here. And, like we saw during the previous qualifier, T-Killer with S-Clamp that week was able to contest in that grand final against Speed Demons. So we'll see if Zealot might be a little bit of that missing piece to the puzzle and sort of closes that skill gap between these two teams, and see if they can sort of hang with Speed Demons a little bit more here.
Yeah, and that just completely changes how, now that we know that King Kuiper is Valence, as that round is quickly ended there. So this is the Speed Demons that we know, and this team is incredibly strong in the 2v2 play. So T-Killer coming in with a new teammate, and so far very impressive, and they're staying in it, but down 3-1.
Yeah. So kind of a little bit more typical than, now that we don't have to guess what these teams are, kind of what we would expect to see out of the Speed Demons. Just strong slaying right there. I mean, each one picking a target, able to take down, T-Killer and Zealot there, kind of one by one, picking them apart. So yeah, definitely an uphill battle now for Zealot and T-Killer, that New Religions kind of half squad. So we'll see. I mean, is it going to be a three-peat for the Speed Demons? So far, it looks like every other team is having trouble contesting to that spot. I know we've seen, some dominant duos before, like in our previous events, like players like Mutex have gone pretty far. Players like Chabowd have gone pretty far. But in terms of the KontrolFreek Ascenders, oh yeah, we'll pay attention to that real quick. He's got to be able to get it.
Oh my God.
Oh, the ring around the rosy says the defuse is going to go down.
And is that what it takes to be able to fight Speed Demons throughout these trick plays that they're not expecting? Because, after winning 2 tournaments so far out of, this is now the 3rd, this Speed Demon squad is very dangerous. So these guys are taking some risky gambles, and it's working out so far. So now only down 1 round.
Yeah. So any player you want to jump on board with in specific here, Jared, maybe see how they're playing?
If I were to pick like a player from either team, it would be Capsidle or Zealot. But Capsidle, I'm on board with him right now. We always talk about how he was the backbone for the team, that he was kind of setting up plays for his teammate. But so far, having an incredible game. He started out, I think, what was it, 3-1 or something? Now he's 4-2. And then Zealot just having these clutch plays. Zealot himself has won both rounds for his team with that crazy jump to get the flank on Kuiper and then the clutch defuse. So yeah, I want to see this opening break here, see what kind of action breaks out, and we might have to jump on board with the Zealot. Oh, okay, he is shut down by Capsidle though. So Capsidle still carrying that momentum.
All right, so we'll have to see here. I'm on board with King Kuiper as he watches that down bomb, has sight on it, and that's going to be an easy Maddox kill on T-Killer for King Kuiper there. But yeah, so seeing a lot of impressive stuff out of Zealot. Like you mentioned, the jump and the diffuse, keeping the rounds close, but just kind of a textbook play from Capsidle there, able to watch the bomb and be taken down T-Killer.
So, yeah, the score is now 4-2. I want to jump on board with Zealot. We were given the attention to Capsidle last round, but I want to see how Zealot responds. T-Killer, I would say, is having a rough game so far, and Zealot's actually pulling out the sniper rifle. Can he get a shot off? Oh, so he's stuck with this sniper rifle now, but can he maybe make a play happen? The blue team is aware of this. Once they heard that shot and nobody went down, they kind of have this 2-to-1 advantage in a way. That pistol's still deadly, but look how aggressive they were with the SOG to quickly shut that down.
Yeah, that's just a real tough spot for Zealot to be in. I think he had the right idea trying to cut off that mid. If, King Kuiper and Capsidle weren't so aggressive in that push, he might have been able to get a line of sight, kind of cut off that route that King Kuiper and Capsidle were trying to take and maybe get a pick with the snipe. But because they pushed up so quick on those doors, nothing really Zealot could do with that sniper, and then T-Killer was behind him for the easy cleanup for them. So Speed Demons now extending the lead a little bit, 5-2. So just one more round needed for them to take this first map in the semifinals. I'm on board with King Kuiper here currently, and he's watching this A bomb site, is able to take down T-Killer, but Zealot cleans up King Kuiper, and Capsidle, though, with that Maddox, finishes up Zealot. So that's going to be another win in the books for Speed Demon.
They have to be careful, though. Their opponent's on match point, I believe. And I really like the communication. Or actually, that's over, isn't it?
Yeah. It was 5-2. I mean, but that's kind of like the typical thing out of Speed Demons, right? They get that momentum, and then they just start taking it so hard, the game's all of a sudden over.
Yeah.
They kind of broke away, and we're just, all right, that's the first map.
Right, that blows my mind how quickly Speed Demons gets through these matches. I thought we were at 5-3, but yeah, this is just
it was like 3-2. It was like 3-2, like a second ago, and then they just quickly take 3 maps or 3 rounds.
But one thing I have to mention is I love how this squad, the Speed Demon squad, they're really good at picking apart your strategies. So New Religion, they try to go for that snipe play where they try to pick off somebody, but once that shot is fired or too much time has passed, you're stuck with that loadout. You can't switch. So the moment they saw the sniper fired, they started playing really aggressive. They're able to spot that player with the sniper and pistol. And Call of Duty is such a fast-paced game that with their communication, they're probably just saying, the person in front, he's like, just push, not explaining anything, but his teammate has that trust, and it seems like this Speed Demons squad, they have that communication down, they have their strategies down, and I wish we could listen to these guys communicate during their matches. Yeah,
that would definitely be interesting to hear, to be able to listen into. But another thing to consider, too, is just, I mean, this is the 3rd qualifier in a row now that Speed Demons has stuck with the same squad, and we've seen a lot of other players kind of shift around. I mean, we're even seeing it today with the New Religion squad, Zealot versus S-Clamp. So just that buddy system experience that Speed Demons has and that trust that you have in your teammate counts for so much in a 2v2 S&D tournament like this. So that's even in their skill level, is one thing, but just the experience that they have together and knowing when one another is going to push and what one another is going to do is also invaluable. So it's going to be tougher and tougher as these qualifiers go on for someone to dethrone Speed Demon.
Yeah, so we're now loading up into our match. And I want to say that, there's possibly some cracks in the armor on the Speed Demon side.
No.
But, well, yeah, so I guess my contradiction here is like, yeah, I mean, they occasionally lose some rounds, but it's typically just some sort of trick play out of left field.
Right.
But once that happens, you can't do it again. So we're not seeing teams consistently take rounds off of these, off of the Speed Demon squad. They have to do some sort of desperation Hail Mary play. But I want to start out with New Religion and see what they can do on this fresh map.
All right. Sounds like a plan to me. I'm on board with Zealot currently right now. And, he gets a big kill on King Kuiper there with that pistol. It spots Capsidle now, but Capsidle going to be able to finish him off with that SOG. Couldn't get the full heal off in time. So now we're looking at a 1v1. Capsidle versus T-Killer. A little bit of a rematch from the last qualifier. I think the bomb is going to be going down from Capsidle at this B site. So now T-Killer knows that bomb is down, is going to be wrapping around through the spawn, and Capsidle with that Maddox is going to be able to set up, and then it looks, or I'm sorry, T-Killer has that Maddox, Capsidle has that SOG. So if T-Killer can play this right, he might have a bit of an advantage. Not sure if Capsidle spotted him there. He did. T-Killer missing that jump, Capsidle perfectly taking advantage of it there, getting that first blood and the first round win on this modified New Religion squad.
Watching the kill cam from Capsidle, that SOG with the new patch is just so deadly. If you're unfamiliar with what happened, SMGs and pistols are now hit scan. So when you're aiming at somebody and you shoot, it's going to instantly hit them. There's still the damage drop off and whatnot to consider at long range, but when you're at that range against your opponent, you're going to absolutely shred them. So I'm board with Kuiper. He swaps out the SOG for the Maddox, keeping an eye on mid, and you can see his teammate is quickly taken down. One jump on board with Zealot as they're pushing in to take out Kuiper. That was a nice, smooth play.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we going to see another 2v1? We've seen how that can go wrong quite quickly against King Kuiper, but was unable to turn 2 there. So going to be tied up in the rounds now. Yeah, but like you were mentioning with that patch with the SOG, as if, King Kuiper needed a buff. We've already seen him, in the early qualifiers with the unbuffed SOG, and he did, the same thing. So yeah, that damage drop off and it being hit scan now just gives it a little bit more of a consistency across the board. So you're able to pick up those kills that might have faltered a little bit just because of those projectile tributes to the bullet. Zealot taking down King Kuiper quickly here, and a trade occurs. Capsidle going to be taking down Zealot. So now again, Capsidle versus T-Killer, rounds up, tied 1-1. I'm on board with Capsidle is running with that SOG. And let's see, bomb is down. Capsidle hasn't been able to pick it up yet, but it looks like T-Killer keeping an eye on mid, trying to pick up any sightings of Capsidle here. Capsidle is able to pick up the bomb and takes down T-Killer again. Almost an exact replay of that second round.
Yeah, and this is looking very similar to map 1 as well. I believe we were off to like a 2-1 start or something. Overall, a very close map, just like before. We're going to have to see if Speed Demons start to get away, though, on this round count. I will say, this is Zealot's debut on our broadcast. And so far, really impressive, sitting at 4-2. Keeping his team in it. I want to jump on board with him again and just kind of see how he's adapting to the Speed Demon squad. But one thing I want to mention as we're getting into this round, you can learn so much about this game just by looking at the mini-map. We were talking about how there's so many of these 2-on-1 situations, and just watch how these player arrows on the mini-map just instantly dart over to that that bomb or that 2-on-1 advantage. Positioning is so important in Call of Duty. So T-Killer is able to take out Kuiper. So now it's a 1v1 for that bomb site. I think Kuiper was able to spot his opponent, but doesn't know exactly where he went from there. So he's going to back off and loop back around to the bomb.
Yeah, and that's just something I wanted to mention too, is Zealot seems to be a big fan of those quick plants, and he's gotten a couple of them down against Speed Demons here, so that might be something that they're able to capitalize on going forward. But Capsidle now pushing up, and that's going to be T-Killer with that melee, taking down Capsidle, closing out the round win.
T-Killer basically just forced his opponent to push him immediately. Time was running out. That the bomb defuse time is 7.5 seconds. So there was a very small chance as soon as they made eye contact to possibly get that kill and get that defused. But T-Killer did the smart thing, backed up, took cover, and yeah, forced his opponent to come and just quickly took him down. So now we're tied 2-2. This is looking good for this red team.
Yeah.
But can they keep it up?
Right, that's kind of the thing, right? Against Speed Demons, it's almost like fighting against like an inevitability. Like if they eventually catch fire, it's kind of tough to come back from. We see King Kuiper taking down T-Killer there. Zealot, though, does trade with Capsidle. So a one-on-one here. King Kuiper versus Zealot. Oh, and it's going to be Zealot coming out on top with that headshot on King Kuiper to take the round win. And they're going up here. 3-2 in favor of New Religion.
It's so difficult to get that kill on Zealot when he's behind those pipes. The Maddox, it has that vertical recoil, and so Zealot, when he's behind those pipes, you can just barely see his head, so you have to have perfect aim, but he's strafing with the SOG behind that as well. Notice how he's crouching up and down. It's just damn near impossible to get that kill.
Yeah. Implementing some tactical dodges, some tactical ducks. So yeah, I'm impressed with what we're seeing out of Zealot, and T-Killer 2 able to pick it up a little bit as well here. Nabbed a couple of kills in those previous rounds, so no longer sitting at, I think it was 0-3 is what he was at previously. So kind of picking it up, but definitely impressive stuff out of Zealot. I mean, he's currently sitting at 6-3, and they've got the round lead here. So I'm on board with actually King Kuiper right now. Looks like both him and Capsidle pushing around from this B bomb site. T-Killer close by. It does look like Zealot is in spawn with that bomb, kind of playing it slow. Not sure if, either player's going to see him. That's going to be a sneaky little kill coming out from Zealot there, and T-Killer cleaning up King Kuiper. So another kind of a deceptive play out of New Religion.
This is incredible. I want to say the first 3 rounds that they won, it was pretty standard play. They were just doing the right thing at the right time.
Right.
But that was one of those Hail Mary, like, desperation plays. Not even necessarily desperation plays. It's just one of those trick plays that you don't see too often.
Well, it's almost not even that tricky. It's almost just like they're like, hey, let's play this one really slow. Let's not even move out of spawn.
Just keep your opponent guessing.
Right. Know that King Kuiper and Capsidle, if they're going to be aggressive, they might push all the way through and not check spawn, assuming we're pushing up. So Zealot just kind of sitting in base, and T-Killer close by to clean anything up, and yeah, are able to extend the lead to 2 rounds now, but might not work twice here. On board with King Kuiper, taking a couple shots. Oh, that's going to be T-Killer with the 2-piece, taking down Capsidle and King Kuiper. An exact mirror flip.
And now they're on map point. Yeah, this was huge. We saw the Maddox on the outside trying to keep his distance because we've been seeing Speed Demons play aggressive all game long, and it was just a perfect bait and switch.
Yeah. T-Killer says line him up, and I'm going to knock him down. So great stuff out of T-Killer. A slow start for him, but he is turning on the Jets here. Now New Religion just needs 1 round to tie up this series and force a map 3.
And this is the great thing about this map. It's so easy to go from B to A in a very quick manner.
Nobody is moving.
Yeah, a lot of times we see
nobody wants to move.
We see these teams hold down mid and try to get a pick and then play from there. So blue team, they're just waiting for somebody to come bottom middle.
Literally no one, this entire time you've been talking, no one has moved. Yeah. Look at the mini-map. No one is moving. How long can this go on?
Yeah,
what happened?
I mean, I see why it's happening. Speed Demons, they keep getting tricked by the slow gameplay, and, well, the red team, it's been working so far, so they're going to continue it. But it goes against the offense. They have to get that bomb down to keep the game going. Players are moving all around. Shots have been fired. I'm going to jump on board with Zealot. He's trying to escort that bomb carrier towards the B side, possibly cut off somebody in the middle if anybody comes that way. I love the movement here. Can he catch somebody off guard and get that 2-on-1?
Yeah, this could be tough, though, because if King Kuiper and Capsidle push, Zealot could get pinched here. The bomb is going to go down from T-Killer, though. Zealot playing it patient again. Love what I'm seeing out of him. If he pushes here, he might get this easy flank. Let's see if he's able to push up fast enough. Is going to spot Capsidle. Can he take him down? Does take down Capsidle. Now it's King Kuiper, the only one left for Speed Demons. Zealot forcing a reload. King Kuiper going to be taking him down. Not a lot of time left. T-Killer putting a couple of shots onto King Kuiper. Can he get it?
Oh my God.
Again.
I was going to say T-Killer, he could have maybe pushed a little bit sooner, but he took his time and he pushed that advantage that he had in the middle, and it looked like his opponent missed the melee, but absolutely clutch plays out of all of these players. But ultimately, we're going to a map 3 now.
Yeah, and we saw this during the last qualifier, right? New Religion was one of the only teams that was able to take Speed Demons to a map 3.
Absolutely huge. I was not expecting that. I switched to T-Killer as soon as his teammate died, expecting him to be right there for a quick response. There was an opening, I believe that was Capsidle, there was an opening where he could have gotten that kill and that bomb defusal, and I'm sure T-Killer recognized that as well, so he just had to immediately push his opponent and try to get that kill. At that point, when your opponent's on that bomb site, you can't really run away and try to force the bomb explosion. You have to fight, and he ultimately won that. There was that cushion for the red team, but you know the blood was there, and they wanted that map.
Yeah,
Wow.
And gotta give it up for Zealot going 10-4 that map. So impressive stuff out of him. He must have seen that fantastic content we've been creating and really wants to be an ascender. I think that's what it is.
Right
it's just
now,
motivating.
it's looking like it, yeah. But we're going into Gridlock now, and I want to say Gridlock is one of the more difficult maps in 2v2s, but every time we watch Speed Demons, they're just crushing everybody. It's always
I was going to say
6-1,
yeah.
6-0. I think we saw 2 6-0s on Gridlock from Speed Demons.
I think that's correct.
This is one of their best maps that we've seen, and they've competed in a lot of our tournaments. But we now know that New Religion can keep up with the competition. That first map, Speed Demons took it in a very large margin, like between the points. Same thing happened for map 2 in New Religion's favor, and now we're on map 3 to see what's going to happen.
Right. The one thing that I can say for Speed Demons here is they've been here before, right? They've been in this position before. They've turned it around. You know, things are looking bleak, and they've been able to clutch up and push through. But I mean, looking at the stats from that last game, it's not the typical stats that we see coming out of Capsidle and King Kuiper. I keep wanting to say Valence in my head, so if I pause briefly every time I say King Kuiper, it's because I'm reminding myself not to call him Valence. I'm on board with Zealot right now, though, and he's got that Paladin out. Going to see if he switches. Yeah, switches over to the SOG here, and I believe King Kuiper does have that bomb. Capsidle and King Kuiper pushing up towards A. Zealot, though, and T-Killer meeting a mid-map. King Kuiper and Capsidle, actually going to push all the way through, maybe wrap back around, just checking that spawn. Maybe saying, hey, they've done this before where they just sit in their spawn. Let's check it real quick and then get back onto bomb site. It's going to be Capsidle, though, being taken down by T-Killer. So just King Kuiper is left, and that's going to be Zealot taking down King Kuiper. Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
This Speed Demon squad, they did what they've done in the previous 2 tournaments, where they just keep rushing showers, whether they're shutting down their opponent from planting the bomb, or if they're just saying, hey, we're taking showers, we're rushing that and putting the bomb down, there's nothing you can do about it. We have seen a lot of rounds on Gridlock where Speed Demons win within 15-20 seconds.
Right.
But notice how they went to the A side and not much was going on. Zealot and T-Killer, they're changing the pace, and we're going to have to see if Speed Demons can respond and keep up.
Yeah, I'm on board with Zealot right now because he's just been absolutely popping off. So I want to watch his point of view here. Going up high on that B bomb site, checking angles. His movement is very crisp. I mean, he's playing with some serious speed. Zealot, last player standing, though, gets Capsidle weak, is unable to clean up that kill. That would have been a big kill for Zealot here. So he's going to wrap through. Is he going to get the flank on King Kuiper here, though? King Kuiper going up top. Does he spot it? Is he able to hear him? Man, these players are just very much. Oh
my! I thought he was gonna get it.
I thought
he was gonna get it.
How many times have we seen players stack up? I get like a mini heart attack every time I see that now. I'm like, oh, it's 2 players in the doorway. This could go bad very quickly. But Capsidal, though, is able to duck out of the way just in time and get that spray down on Zealot to get the round win. Man, good stuff. I mean, good question mark. They were able to tie up the rounds, but that could have gone south very quickly.
Yeah, that was sloppy. That was sloppy, and it could have been bad. You don't want to stack up in a game mode like this. Keep in mind, friendly fire is on. You have the collateral damage there. Fight's breaking out immediately at A. This is Speed Demon's, I would say, advantage here. 1 player taken down. I think they spotted the second. Are they going to go for this pinch? It looks like it, and he gets the melee kill.
Yeah.
That must have been some communication. The one player, calling out, hey, I at least got 1 shot on him. All it takes is 1 bullet followed by a melee to get the kill. So, yeah, he didn't even care. Kuiper did not care about getting any shots and just wanted to quickly get that melee in before he was able to turn around.
Yeah, that was I was legitimately nervous watching that round because they were just all like swarming the bomb site. There was no real plan, it didn't look like. Everyone just kind of, oh, we found him. Let's just push. Which, I mean, if New Religion wants to take this, they've been the most successful when it looks like they've had a little bit of a setup, when they've had a little bit of a game plan going in. But now trying to match pace with Speed Demons, we've seen teams try it before, and we haven't seen it work out yet. But of course, we haven't seen Zealot either. So maybe he can be the one to kind of take the fight to Speed Demons. But yeah, just going to have to see how it all plans out. Looks like T-Killer does get that bomb down on B. So I'm going to actually hop on board with King Kuiper here. Looks like he has shots on Zealot. Is he going to be able to take him down? Yes, King Kuiper gets Zealot down. So now it's going to be Capsidal versus T-Killer. A quick cleanup for Capsidal. And they're going to extend this lead 3-1. Speed Demons racking up those rounds. New Religion has to answer.
And I have to say that the Speed Demon squad, they keep having these hurdles thrown right in front of them. This red team, New Religion, they've been focusing on the Bravo site for most of this match. So Speed Demons, they rushed B this time, didn't see anything because New Religion, they did that delayed push that we talked about, where they're playing it really slow. So yeah, this New Religion squad is really just trying to change up every single round to keep the Speed Demon squad on their toes, but it's so far working out in their favor, up 3-1.
Yeah, and T-Killer off, got to point it out, a little bit of a slow start again, only pointing it out because during map 2, he was able to turn it around and be kind of that clutch factor for New Religion. So if he can turn on the juice a little bit here, might see this lead from Speed Demons get narrowed down, but I'm on board with King Kuiper right now. A little bit of a scrap might be happening around B here. It's going to be King Kuiper with the melee on T-Killer. Taking him down. Capsidal, though, does go down from Zealot. King Kuiper healing up here, pushing through. I think he was able to spot Zealot, but they're both just trying to find the positioning here. Looking at both players slowing down now. King Kuiper does have that bomb. Both of them just being real patient. All right, King Kuiper is going to go for the plant at B, it looks like. And we'll see if Zealot is able. Yeah, Zealot, perfect read, taking down King Kuiper, and that's what we have to see out of New Religion if they want to dethrone Speed Demons.
Yeah, great play out of Zealot, just taking his time, knowing exactly when to peek out. And notice how there's that little crack where, with his sight line, he could just barely see the bomb site, and so he was able to see his opponent walk past and get that bomb down, or attempt to at least.
Right.
So Speed Demons only up 1 round right now, and looks like they're rushing A side again. This is like their usual setup, but on the New Religion side, pushing B once again. So we're not going to see any action at the very start. I feel like this red team is going to get the bomb down. We're going to watch blue team respond. I'm going to jump on board with Capsidal and see what he does here.
Yeah, we'll take a look with him here, but just to mention, I think that Speed Demons just feel more confident at that A site. So they'd rather push there and get a round win and then figure out B. But it's going to be King Kuiper taking down Zealot first here, on board with Capsidal. He's going to be getting this bomb down at B. T-Killer in a tough spot, has to make a move though. Oh, gets one player weak, but King Kuiper going to be taking down T-Killer. for the round win.
And that's just one of those situations. What do? There's the guy defusing the bomb. There's a guy protecting him. Do you shoot the bomb guy and risk it dying, or do you try to take out the gunner first, but then there's the chance that the bomb could be defused during that fight? So yeah, King Kuiper just playing it perfectly, just kind of putting a wall between him and his teammate. And yeah, T-Killer he doesn't know what to do in that situation, gets taken down.
Right. Tough to decide what the best play is there. I mean, you're in a 2v1 against two very good players, kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. But Speed Demons now just need 2 more rounds to move on. And of course, after this semifinal, we'll be taking a look at the other side of the bracket for that semifinal and see who might be going up against either one of these very strong teams. I mean, we saw both in grand finals, and that's going to be actually Zealot taking down King Kuiper first here. Capsidal, though, does get the kill on T-Killer, but Zealot with the cleanup on Capsidal. Do we see the comeback? Can we see the comeback?
It's entirely possible. I wasn't expecting them to win a round on that A side.
Yeah.
Especially in that fashion where everybody's playing so aggressive. Everybody has Sogs out. But Zealot just playing this perfectly. Lets his teammate get some damage in. And is able to take out Capsidal before he takes cover.
Zealot playing super good. He's kind of carrying right now. I mean, he's 7-4. T-Killer, not that he's playing badly, but just not playing as out of his mind as Zealot appears to be. So yeah, King Kuiper and Capsidal having trouble adjusting. And I'm sure that's a little bit of a mental game too. King Kuiper and Capsidal used to New Religion from the previous qualifier playing a certain way when T-Killer was playing with S-Clamp. But throw a new player in the mix and that changes up the play style and what to expect. So when you have someone who's able to match you like Zealot is, and that's actually going to be Capsidal taking down T-Killer, Zealot taking down Capsidal. So now we're looking at King Kuiper versus Zealot. 2 very aggressive players, 2 very strong players. King Kuiper does spot Zealot there, but opts to back off. Zealot, though, does have this bomb and is pretty close to that A site. So we'll see if he opts to go for the kill or just back off and try to get a plant. Looks like King Kuiper, though, is going to be getting aggressive, knows that he hasn't seen Zealot in a little while, so that bomb might be going down. But both players kind of reading each other's minds, both crossing the midfield line. We'll see if Zealot wraps back around towards A. Yeah, so not a lot of time left, but it looks like if Zealot does get the bomb down, he's going to be able to... Yeah, tough to see just what... Okay, yeah, there's the bomb going down. I was going to say, he's not going to wrap all the way around to B, is he? So once this bomb goes down, we'll see some movement out of King Kuiper, and we'll have a little bit of a good old-fashioned showdown here. But this is a big round. New Religion potentially able to tie it up. Zealot now going to meet King Kuiper at this A bomb site. King Kuiper checking all of his corners. Is he going to spot Zealot first? Their players are right on top of each other.
I know. Kuiper can look at the bomb. Oh,
that's going to be Zealot. Zealot takes down Kuiper. They're going to tie up the rounds.
Oh, man, that was huge. I'm not sure if Zealot was able to hear that, but noticed how Kuiper, he looked at the bomb, and he knows where that bomb is at, so from there he can kind of figure out where are the sight lines, where are the possible sight lines. So Zealot, as soon as he heard some footsteps, immediately pushed in and forced that fight.
Whew. Jared, I don't know.
The clutch factor. The clutch factor for Zealot is there. I love it.
It's insane. I mean, that wraparound and just being able to make that move is one thing, right? Being like, this is my idea. I'm going to try it. Being able to capitalize and pull it off is next level.
Zealot going for the risky play. He was jumping out with the sniper rifle, and he was able to quickly switch back. So he's on the side yet again.
He can do anything.
It's one of those plays where maybe the other team is not expecting it, but I want to stay on board with Zealot. And ooh, it looks like T-Killer's having some connection issues.
He was moonwalking there for a minute.
Yeah, so we'll have to see.
Does Zealot need him, though? Oh, that's going to be him leaving the game. Yeah, so we'll get this resolved and see what happens going forward. But that was a 4-4 tied up between Speed Demons and New Religion. We were seeing some incredible stuff out of Zealot, but unfortunately, T-Killer looks like he lagged out of the match there. So, yeah, going to have to see what happens going forward. Literally, Jared, you couldn't have picked like a worse time for that to happen.
No, and I'm unsure exactly what happened. Sometimes players have connection issues or whatever, but
we'll have to see.
We'll get some information from the referees and see what's going on.
Yeah, do you want to take a quick break, or do you want to Talk about that match.
Let's we can talk about the match momentarily. See if we get some quick results in from our referees, and if it takes a little while, we'll jump to that commercial break. But
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider with that last match on Gridlock. It was tied 4-4 before we had that connection issue, so we'll be investigating that. But I mentioned you have to keep an eye on these players when you're spectating them. It's not just okay, this guy see this player and he's shooting them, whatever. We saw Kuiper, he saw that bomb down in the previous round, and he's thinking okay, where's this guy, crouching where he can see the bomb still, right?
Right.
And so you can really learn a lot from these players by trying to analyze why is he moving this way? Why is he doing this? Why is he doing that? But that round, that previous round that we saw before the disconnect, one thing in particular, we saw that fight between, I think it was Zealot and Kuiper before that bomb issue. They saw each other, and then Kuiper just ran away, right?
Right.
And so one thing to consider is when Kuiper starts to run away, these guys are both thinking, okay, this guy's here, that guy's there. 1 second from now, he could be here. You're trying to predict their movement, right? Mm-hmm. But the longer that standoff takes, the more variables to consider, and then that's when it gets scary. So if you see a guy run away for a second or two, you can kind of get an idea, oh yeah, he could be in this room, he could be in that room, he could be behind this car. But when 30 seconds pass, that guy could be anywhere. He could still be in that exact spot where you saw him the first time.
Yeah, so if it's New Religion, they might not have even left their spawn yet.
So we saw the player from New Religion, Zealot, he tried to chase after Kuiper, and then he just looped back to mid, then looped back to A. But yeah, his opponent, Kuiper, could have been at any location at that point. So that's where the communication is so crucial. When your teammate makes a call out, hey, there's a player second floor in this building, and a few seconds pass, he could still be there. But try to consider, okay, it's 5 seconds has passed, he's gone over here, he's gone to the fire truck, he's gone wherever.
Yeah.
So that's what really separates these amateurs from the best of the best. And looks like we have 3 of the 4 players in the lobby. Let's see.
Yeah. So if we're able to get T-Killer to rejoin, just to update everyone, we're just going to continue on. So it will be at 4-4, pending T-Killer's arrival. So it will be the first to 2 rounds. We'll claim that victory and move on to the grand finals. And again, this is just the first semifinal. All the excitement contained within this. It's going to continue on. We've got another semifinal on the bottom half of the bracket that we're going to be checking out. And then we'll, of course, go into the grand final. But the big question is, besides where is T-Killer, is New Religion going to be able to take down Speed Demons with this addition of Zealot? Because Zealot has been that X factor for New Religion during this series for sure, without a doubt, without question. We've seen the plays he was able to make taking down King Kuiper. We've seen huge numbers, huge stats. I think map 2, he went something like 10-4. Definitely carried his team that round. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. It's interesting. But again, this is all pending that T-Killer is able to get back in here. So it would be super unfortunate if whatever connection issue he might be experiencing or whatever might be going on from his end is unable to be resolved, because this is the best a team has looked at being able to take down Speed Demons. Yeah,
this New Religion squad is definitely in the best shape that we have seen. Zealot making a tremendous debut on broadcast. So I want to say so far these are the 2 heavy hitters between Speed Demons and New Religion. Just to remind everybody, we are missing 1 player from a disconnect issue. That map is currently 4-4, and we will resume that. So when we get back into the game, first team to win those 2 rounds will move on to the grand final. And looking ahead to the next match, when we get to that point, we do have confirmation. It'll be we will actually try now versus Please God. And so
2 very, very melancholy team names.
Yeah, that's definitely one way to
doesn't exude confidence, really.
And okay, T Killer is back in.
We
so
back.
Hip hip hooray! We'll be able to
Just
get
drop a
back
hip,
into
hip,
this.
hooray?
Yeah, you got to get excited.
Yeah, nothing screams excitement like saying hip hip hooray.
Yeah, I'll just say you're a hater. That's all I'll say right now. But we're getting our match ready, jumping back into Gridlock, making sure everybody is ready to go on the right teams. But I mentioned we're looking forward to the next semifinal as we're getting this map loaded up. Both teams, it looks like a bunch of players that I want to say all four we've never seen before. So we're going to have some more people making their debuts. And who knows, we might see another Speed Demon squad that just completely obliterates the competition.
Right.
But with that said, let's jump back into our...
final two rounds. Just to update everybody, so we had a brief disconnect. T Killer disconnected. He's able to rejoin, but the rounds were at 4-4. It was all tied up. So basically, first to 2 rounds is going to win this. The game will end after that, and then we'll move on. Per usual. So the first team to 2 rounds is going to be moving on to that grand final. And really, it's anyone's game at this point. Obviously, going into this, Speed Demons were heavily favored, I would say. Anyone who's seen them over these previous qualifiers, I think would have no trouble predicting them to be the favorite. But New Religion, and especially with the addition of Zealot that we've seen here, super strong looking. And now something that kind of pops into my mind, if T Killer was facing some, connection issues, maybe that's why we saw that performance be a little lacking or substandard of what we saw in the previous qualifier. So if he's got those issues sorted and he's able to turn up in these final 2 rounds, we might see the first team to able to dethrone Speed Demons. But I'm on board with King Kuiper right now. King Kuiper putting the bomb down. Zealot and T Killer. T Killer going to be taking down King Kuiper. Big first kill out of him.
Team shot.
Caps Idol now going to have to clutch up in a big way. Is he able to get this kill on T Killer? Is able to heal up, comes around, but T Killer taking down Caps Idol. Now New Religion just 1 round away.
Yeah, and this is what separates the amateurs from the best in the world. We had that unfortunate disconnect issue. These players had like 3 minutes or whatever to figure that out and get back into the game. And I'm hoping that both teams were talking about, hey, what are we doing right? What are we doing wrong? It's 4-4 on the map. What can we do to change? And look at this double stack on the door. Just incredible team shot to take out that first player, and then a beautiful pinch right after. Fight breaks out, and T Killer just immediately responds with some assistance to get that kill.
Yeah, just great teamwork out of T Killer and Zealot there. And Speed Demons need to answer. This is match point for New Religion, and they will be moving on to the grand finals. King Kuiper and Caps Idol, we've seen huge plays out of them before. We've seen huge clutches out of them before, but we haven't really seen anything crazy out of King Kuiper today. Typically, we'll see some crazy clutch play, some insane 2v1, and Zealot, barely inching out against Caps Idol, gets that kill there. So now King Kuiper in this 2v1, and we've seen this before.
Can he get away?
Able to heal up. Top is able to heal, going to try to drop down now, but where is Zealot? Zealot has that bomb, is wrapping back around towards spawn. We've seen King Kuiper do this before, and that was literally what I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Those clutch 2v1s. If there's a time to do it, this is it. When New Religion is on match point, I think Zealot is going to be getting this bomb down at A. Yep, bomb does go down. We also saw this exact situation happen before too.
And
Don't
Zealot
forget
won.
that.
Yeah, Zealot won that last 1v1, and like you mentioned, it appears that King Kuiper's not in his usual form. He was extremely clutch during Qualifier 1. He's not having a fantastic tournament so far in Qualifier 3, but this is now the time to shine. 20 seconds, he has to get that defused soon, and you can see Zealot keeping his distance, trying to milk the clock.
Spots him, Zealot takes down King Kuiper. That's going to be it.
That is it.
So
incredible
New
play out of
Religion. Yeah, so good. So good. Zealot, absolutely the X factor there. Taking down the back-to-back champion Speed Demons. New Religion now making a new name for themselves. T Killer and Zealot.
So yeah, that was
that's it. Yeah,
that was not expected. I wasn't expecting that 2-0 sweep during the reset. but
No.
they absolutely went clutch when they needed to. Fantastic play out of Zealot there. So that's 2 times where he essentially upset the clutch player that we always see.
Yeah. I'm just going to come out and say it. Valence is better than King Kuiper.
We might see another gamer tag switch, possibly.
Yeah, go back, man. No. All jokes aside, still a great performance out of Speed Demons. We just didn't see those clutch plays. So shout outs to New Religion, not kind of letting King Kuiper be in those positions to kind of be that X factor for Speed Demons, and New Religion comes out on top. So super exciting stuff, super crazy stuff. We've seen the back-to-back champs dethroned by New Religion. And of course, we saw New Religion in grand finals in that last qualifier, and they're in grand finals again here. And of course, we've got another semifinal coming up. And guys, if you're tuned in live right now, keep an eye on chat. There's a link that actually will save you 10% on all KontrolFreek products. But we're going to head into a quick commercial break, and then we'll be back with our second semifinal. So stay tuned.
What's up, Freak Nation? My name is Exclusive Ace, and I'm a full-time YouTuber and Twitch streamer. I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to be a game changer in Blackout using the KontrolFreek FPS Freak Battle Royale Nightfall. The first tip that I have for you guys has to do with choosing the best location to land for the best gear possible for later in the match. If you want to get right into the fight as soon as possible, would be firing range. For that juicy zombie loot, Asylum is an excellent place to land. Or there's my personal favorite, this is Construction. Construction spawns with a ton of loot, and my favorite part about it is if you get yourself in a tricky situation, you've always got that wingsuit to fall back on. The second tip that I have for you guys, and this has to do with the recommended weapon setups for Blackout. You definitely want to get your hands on an assault rifle or a tactical rifle. Some of my personal favorites at the moment are the KN57, the Rampart 17, or the ABR 223. Get your hands on one of these, and you should have yourself set up quite nicely for your primary weapon. As for the secondary weapon, if it looks like you're going to run into a lot more close quarter situations, an SMG or the MOG 12 shotgun are excellent choices. If, however, it looks like you're going to be fighting more in the open, this is where the sniper rifles absolutely shine for that pinpoint accuracy at long ranges. This brings us to tip number 3, and this is get your hands on the Battle Royale Nightfall thumbsticks. These thumbsticks click directly onto your existing thumbsticks on your controller, and what these do is they effectively extend the length of your analog stick, which gives you a wider range of motion and extra precision to help you dominate gunfights in first-person shooters like Blackout.
All right, guys. So welcome back to the KontrolFreek 2v2 S&D Showdown powered by Beyond. We just saw one crazy semifinal, and I have a feeling we're in for another one. And just to update everyone on kind of how this is working, basically. So since week 1, Speed Demons won, they qualified. Week 2, Speed Demons won again, but New Religion qualified. Basically, this, even though it's not the grand final, so the prize money isn't on the line here, but that spot is for the grand final. So whichever team wins this semifinal qualifies for that 5K tournament we mentioned at the top of the show.
Yeah, so this is the grand final is basically for the money, and then this semifinal number 2 is for qualification. Right. So there's still a lot on the line.
How it shook out
as the qualifiers move on throughout the weeks. This is going to happen where we're going to see some previous teams that qualified try to make it again. But as we are loading up into our first map, Arsenal, I mentioned, if you remember prior to the break, I was saying we're going to see 4 brand new faces because I didn't recognize the team names. But now looking at the rosters, 3 of the 4 players I know. So nice. We're going to see a lot of familiar faces if you've been watching the KontrolFreek tournaments. It's going to be awesome. We have Paul, Illy, Mohawk, and then there's another guy totally slipped away from me, but he is Venom. So that's going to be the new face that's making his debut. So we actually have some heavy hitters so far in this second semifinal.
Now, I know we've got familiar faces, and I was trying to check on this during the break. Which team is Please God, and which team is, oh, we decided to try now?
Do we know which team is which? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Well, that is on the top of your screen, so we will be Illy and Mohawk.
Okay.
And then on the right side, that'll be Please God, Paul.
Okay, gotcha.
Venom.
It just it didn't update for me in the overlay, so it just said the traditional Black Ops and Mercs for me.
That sounds like a bug, but
that's all good. That's just why I was asking. I didn't want to get them wrong because I love both of the team names. Neither of them confident, but both of them at a shot for qualifying now.
Yeah, so looking at the kill cam or best play from Paul, actually pulling out the pistol. I'm not sure if he had a sniper rifle in the back pocket. Off to a slow start, I would say. No ridiculous plays just yet.
We'll see it. It'll bound to happen.
Yeah, it's only map.
It'll happen. Please God, let it happen.
We will try.
Yeah.
Thanks for the sub.
That was perfect. We nailed it. All right, I'm on board with Paul right now since he's got he had the sniper out, but now he's got the Maddox. So he's going to be pushing around. Looks like his teammate Venom wrapping around towards that B bomb site, but Paul in tow, not far behind. Looks like Mohawk and Illy kind of get word on that. Didn't see anything around at A site. So they're going to be pushing through towards B right now. Hopefully Venom can get this bomb down and not get caught out by Mohawk and Illy. Looks like Illy taking that wide sight line is going to take down Paul, though. So now a 2v1. Let's see what Venom can do. First time we've seen him on stream. Can he clutch up here? Gets a couple of shots into Illy. Gets weak and has to back down. Looks like, oh, nice. Illy going to be taking him down while Mohawk was being sneaky and getting that defuse. So now it's going to be tied up 1-1.
I want to say the interesting storyline with this match in particular, we mentioned before that the team that wins this semifinal and moves to the grand final, they're automatically qualified for the grand final next month, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
So Illy and Mohawk, we've seen these guys compete in previous tournaments over the last year or so, and they've had success with the Beyond tournaments. They've won some of the tournaments. They're insanely good at Black Ops 4, but in recent memory with our tournaments, they haven't been, not. They still compete. They're still showing up, but they're not showing up at the top of the leaderboard.
Trying.
Yeah,
Take a look at their team name.
Yeah, of course.
They decided to try now. And now they're in the semifinals. And now if they win, they're qualified for the 5K.
Yeah, so something has definitely turned around since they started trying, I guess. But it'll be interesting to see if they're able to qualify
quick too. Yeah,
and see if they can compete with a Speed Demons or New Religion.
I'll tell you what, they probably have the experience. Being in those situations. So it wouldn't surprise me if Illy and Mohawk kind of end up turning it around. Maybe they were just waiting for the SOG buff, man. Maybe that's what it took. But they take the round there, a quick 1-1. Mohawk and Illy each getting a kill on Paul and Venom. So
and Paul is pulling out the sniper to start this round.
All right, I'm hopping on board. I need those plays, man.
I want to see if he can get a pick, and it looks like he might have one. Both players are rushing the A side. But he's going to swap back. Was not able to see anybody on the top of the stairs on the other side of the map.
Mohawk doing a great job of staying alive there. Was gotten weak by Paul's Maddox. Oh, see a trade go 1-for-1. Illy down and Venom down. Paul now on the pursuit of Mohawk. Mohawk, yeah, just doing an outstanding job, still staying alive. So he's going to be just, dodging around there, being a difficult target for Paul. Neither player able to get enough damage in for that kill, both backing off and healing up. This could be a coin flip. Neither one willing to leave their potted plants, but it's going to be Paul picking up that final kill on Mohawk to tie up the rounds once again at 2-2.
Yeah, and I don't think we're going to see on the best play. No, it was Paul, but Illy had this awesome play where you can see where Paul's at right now at this incredible sight line. And Illy was able to counter when his teammate went to that same spot, and he kind of just ran and jumped around the corner, was able to get the kill before going out of bounds. So it was like one of those really risky plays you don't see too often, and Illy was able to pull it off. That was on stream, but it didn't make the best play. In my opinion, that was the best play. But hey, we're now moving on. Yeah, we're now moving on into round 5. On board with Mohawk, running the Maddox. We're not seeing a lot of ICRs in recent memory. Just a lot of Maddox and SOG players.
It seemed like once that patch hit, like ICR kind of became a little bit more popular. Maybe people just wanting to keep their distance from the SOG a little bit more. Maybe they didn't, couldn't exactly feel it out. But yeah, it seems like Maddox kind of back in favor. Looks like Mohawk, though, taking a little bit of damage just surrounding this B bomb site. Illy kind of watching his back. Paul and Venom, though, looking for an opportunity to push in. Mohawk being very active in trying to make sure they don't get flanked, though. Illy and Mohawk now opting to back off. Gonna see if they can reposition. Illy. All right, so there's going to be the exchange. Yeah, that's going to be Illy taking down Paul. Venom, though, turns it around, but Illy there with the cleanup on Venom. Gonna be the round win for, I guess we'll try.
That was really interesting how Illy broke the glass, and it was kind of like bait. He was trying to see if the opponents would chase, and look what they did.
Yeah.
So, incredible play out of Illy, outsmarting his opponents. His teammate was able to get that melee in, and then just one shot to the ankle to get the kill. So now we are 3-2, really, really close Arsenal map.
Yeah, definitely cool to see kind of some of these familiar faces that we haven't seen in a while back in the semifinals and on stream. So I'm on board with Mohawk right now, but I think I'm going to switch over to Illy because it looks like he's got the snipe and he's keeping it out. Misses that first shot on Paul, going to back down on stairs. Spots him again, can't get the quick scope, has to heal up, and he's going to back away. So stuck with that snipe now, but let's see if he can make a couple plays, regrouping with Mohawk, and they're wrapping around towards that B bomb site. Venom does have that bomb, and him and Paul are going to be pushing through now. Illy's still watching those sight lines, doesn't spot anything just yet. both teams kind of basically flip-flopping positions, but Paul and Venom going to be on this B site now in a position to get that bomb down, and I think Venom is going to be going for it, but Mohawk and Illy hot on their trail. Venom is going to be taken down by Illy now, so a 2-on-1 verse for Paul. Mohawk, though, does have that Maddox, takes down Paul, and another round win for Illy and Mohawk.
Yeah, overall, even though we're seeing a overall lead in the favor of the blue team, overall I would say these teams are trading blows, and that round kind of pushed the blue team forward just a little bit, but I feel like the red team, they're still in contention. They just have to clean up their play a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of kind of once those battles hit, they seem to get a little bit disorganized, and I think Mohawk and Illy, just from experience, have a little bit more synchronicity in those pushes and the fights that they're picking. But yeah, Paul and Venom definitely not out of it at all. Looks like we see a split here. Venom and Paul kind of watching each site independently, but Mohawk and Illy pushing aggressively through A. We've seen this work out for him in the previous rounds. I'm on board with Mohawk right now. Is going to be taken down by Paul. However, now it's Illy cleaning up Paul with that SOG. So Illy versus the fresh face Venom. Gonna have to see how this one shakes out. Venom sitting idly by that B bomb site. Not sure if he has eyes on that bomb. Is going to be pushing up now, though, to try to cut off that push coming in from Illy. Both players should be engaging soon here. No, they're both looking at each other and then turning away at the same time. Venom tries to get a jump up to get that height advantage. Illy sneaks by and picks up that bomb, though. Not sure if he knows that Venom is there, however. So if Illy goes for this bomb plant, it's going to be an easy kill for Venom. And yeah, there we see Venom taking down Illy and getting that round win.
Yeah, I was under the impression that Illy saw his opponent down the hallway, but just to mention, like we always do with every broadcast, we can see a lot more with the observer mode. We can see the outlines through walls, so we get a lot more information than these players. But yeah, I thought Illy saw his opponent down the hallway, and he did go for that bomb plant, but it appears that Venom also spotted him, so only one round away from tying this up.
Yeah, we've seen some 4-4s before, so we'll see how this one goes. Let's hop on board. I'm cycling through right now, seeing if anything. We haven't given much love to Venom's point of view, so I'm actually going to jump on board with him. He's got that Maddox out watching mid with Paul right now. Both members of We'll Try Now, Mohawk and Illy, around that B bomb site. Red team holding down middle. However, looks like they are going to be pushing through here shortly. Players might be meeting up in this mid-map as they wrap around towards A. Venom watching a couple of corners for Paul. Might be pushing downstairs. That's going to be Paul taking down Illy. Mohawk taking down Paul, however. And now we see Mohawk going up against Venom. All right, Mohawk taking it a little bit slower. Venom not wanting to push up either. He's going to wrap around, take a sight line. Now, does he spot Mohawk on that top catwalk? Not sure if he did, so he's going to go towards this A bomb site and get this bomb down. Almost exactly what we saw that last time. But I'm not sure Mohawk knows that he, had the bomb and went for the plant. So that bomb is going to go down from Venom. Good play from him. Now it's up to Mohawk to chase down this kill. But Venom, with the angles, takes down Mohawk, and they take the round again.
I want to say that angle he took, I would say it's pretty uncommon. I don't see a lot of players take that. But we mentioned in the previous semifinal, the players that are on defense that are looking for that bomb, you can learn a lot about those potential sight lines, but you can see that he just went right for it, and Venom gets the easy cleanup kill.
Right, and I'm not sure if that's an issue, again, of Venom knowing kind of where he's going to be pushing from. We saw the same thing the previous round where Illy didn't really see him push through, and he was able to get the plant. So I'm not sure if Venom saw Mohawk push through, or knew that he didn't see him and was able to just watch that sightline knowing that he was going to be coming from stairs. But again, it's another new face that we're seeing some really impressive stuff out of. Like we saw last semifinal with Zealot. Now we're seeing again with Venom. So definitely a cool thing to see some of these new faces performing so well. All right, so I'm on board with Mohawk. He is quickly getting this bomb down on site B. Now he's going to be pushing through with Illy yet again. Looks like Paul and Venom splitting up, looking for both Mohawk and Illy. Things slowing down quite a bit. Mohawk and Illy in a position to defend this B bomb site from really any angle that the red team might take.
This is going to be tough for red team. ICR from Illy just shredding his opponents. So now a 2v1 situation, and this is going to be forcing match point if they're able to win this. Paul is in a really tough spot here. Does he let it go? He does kill Illy.
Paul does get the kill on Illy, though, so now it's just Paul versus Mohak. Tries to bait the bomb, tries to pull out the pistol, unable to, and Mohak takes him down.
Just took too long. Mohak just played the clock. He popped out around that 6-second mark, so he knew his opponent was going to go for that defuse at that point. Easy kill.
Right. Yep, you can make that read, and now they are 1 round away from taking this first map. That blue team, Illy and Mohak, who we've seen, a while ago now, but showing up again, and definitely showing up against Paul and Venom, able to clutch out that round. So, yeah, we'll see if they can take this here. Who do you want to jump on board with? Who's going to clutch up this round?
Gotta watch Illy.
Yeah, Illy. I would agree.
If Illy gets shut down, I would say it goes into the red team's favor, but their back's against the wall now on map point.
Yeah, good point. This is going to be Illy pushing around. Can he take down Paul there? Does get the kill on Paul, but it's going to be Venom cleaning up Illy. Now Mohak versus Venom. Mohak, we've seen some strong play out of him before, but playing behind. Venom does have the bomb here. Is trying to force an angle. Can he get anything? Tries to back off. That might give Venom the opportunity to get this bomb down, but Venom's going to jump up, try to play an angle. Both meeting. Neither one really wants to push into the other, and I mean, smart out of both because this is match point for the blue team. Both players backing off and healing up. Who's going to take this kill? It's going to be Mohak taking down Venom with that Maddox, and they're going to be taking map 1 against, please, God.
And what a great way to end map 1. 2 players that were statistically around the same stats at that point. We saw Venom at, 5-7, and then Mohak at 5-5. So it was, I wouldn't say an even match, but there was that potential clutch factor out of Venom, and Mohak was able to get that kill and secure map 1. So this map 2 is going to be crucial. Can we see this red team bounce back like we saw in the previous semifinal?
Yeah, I mean, all of these matches today have been super close. That's like something that we haven't really seen. We've seen some 6-0s before. Usually at least 1 or 2 maps will be a pretty big blowout. We have not seen that today really at all, aside from maybe if you want to count the first game from Speed Demons. But even then, they ended up losing that series. So going into map number 2 here, both teams look really strong. It's really tough to say either way who's going to come out on top. I think Venom has showed some really good signs, like really good positioning, really good playmaking. But Illy and Mohak, we know they have that experience and they have played together in the past. So it's just a tough call either way to say how it's going to play out. It kind of comes down to consistency, I think, at this point for both of these teams being so seemingly evenly matched kind of skill-wise. But of course, every time I say that, usually it's like a 6-0 blowout. So we'll just have to see how it plays out here.
Yeah, and just a reminder before we jump into our next map, this second semifinal is very important because whoever wins this will automatically qualify for that grand final because Speed Demons and New Religion have already taken those first 2 spots. So this match is going to be very, very important as we load up into Frequency.
Yep, I'm on board with Venom off the start here. Kind of just want to see how he plays early on. Slowing down a little bit around this B bomb site. Looks like Illy does have the bomb for the blue team. So we'll kind of see red team starting to make a bit of a push here. Mohak and Illy opting to split up some. This could leave Mohak pretty vulnerable. Venom hasn't spotted anyone yet, kind of tailing along from Paul. Paul is going to be taken down by Illy, but Venom is going to get the kill on Illy, but Mohak is right behind him to clean up that kill on Venom and take the first round win.
Okay, so off to a good start. I was going to say that first map, pretty slow, but not in a bad way. It just seemed like all the players are very calculated with their strategies. I want to see some more aggression and see these players, get a potential pick and force that 2-on-1, play really aggressive to shut down their opponent, quickly end the round like we've seen in previous matches and previous tournaments.
Yeah,
and this might be the map to do it. If you push top middle and get control of that, you can quickly respond to A or B within moments. It seems like the blue team is currently looking over that right now. I'm on board with Illy, who's checking out mid and backed up to go back over to the B side, and Mohak is not too far away.
Yeah, looks like they got some information, though, but that's going to be Venom taking down Mohawk. Illy in a great spot, though, isn't able to clean up that kill. However, Paul and Venom were weak there, but were both able to get away and heal. So Illy in this 2v1, is he going to be able to make something happen? Gets aggressive on Paul, but it's going to be Paul with that Maddox taking down Illy. Just a tough spot to be in, especially challenging from that distance. Sog versus Maddox. Yeah, Paul tends to take that one.
And once again, just perfect positioning. He's essentially putting down a wall between his opponent and his teammate. He's like, hey, if you want to stop this bomb plan, you got to get through me first.
Right.
And yeah, the advantage went to Paul, and he was able to execute it flawlessly.
Yeah, so nice job out of the red team, too. Yeah, I think we're just going to see really close back and forth. It's going to be basically capitalizing on other mistakes or just consistent solid play like that, like what we just saw out of Paul, just making the right decision. But oh, Mohawk gets tagged up. I'm on board with him. Mohawk and Illy actually taking a little bit of damage as they try to push through mid there, and it's going to be Venom taking down Illy. Now Mohawk in this 2v1. Tough spot. I mean, great reads from the red team watching that middle push. Looks like we might have a confrontation here. It's going to be Venom with the Sog making quick work out of Mohawk. So red team getting a little bit of momentum in their favor.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back rounds, and I just noticed the change of pace, and it's working out. Venom, I believe this was, towards the end of the round, being able to pick off Mohawk. Nice team shot there. And we keep talking about how Call of Duty is such a fast-paced game, and so your communication has to be so efficient, and you need to have a lot of trust in your teammates. If your teammate says, hey, do this or push that or go, you better listen.
Right.
Now, sometimes that can lead to mistakes, but at this level of competition, you have to have full 100% trust in your teammate or you're doomed to fail. And it looks like this Please God red team, they're definitely in sync with one another, with Venom currently 4-1 right now.
Yeah, it seems like Please God's prayers have been answered, at least if you're Venom, because his stat line is absolutely impressive right now. And he's just taking a wide angle on B. He could probably get this bomb down. Mohawk and Illy seem to be a little uncomfortable now, just even based on their mini-map movement that we see. Not as direct in their pushes. Venom, though, getting this bomb down. Paul is close by, so now blue team knows this bomb is down. It's going to be Paul taking down Illy again, and Paul with the 2-piece.
I love Paul's positioning. He keeps doing it. He's always watching his teammates back, always in the perfect position to respond and quickly get kills.
Yeah, that's just an amazing thing we've seen out of this red team, right? Even Venom, the angles he took on bench around that A bomb site previous map, and now Paul, they just know not just when to pick their battles, but where to pick their battle.
And the confidence out of Paul. He got that first kill and just instantly did the sprint slide into his next opponent and got the kill. He was not afraid of anything, and that confidence is going to be huge because their backs are still against the wall.
Paul again. That's it. That's it. Couldn't even finish your sentence.
No, I can't analyze anything because I mentioned they have to change the pace, and they're doing it. They're bringing the action to their opponents. Very aggressive play, and it's just instantly over.
They need to change the pace again just a touch bit slower so that we can finish our thoughts.
Yes, I would like that.
No, but seriously, that's impressive out of Paul and Venom, the way they've turned it around. 4-1 and 5-1, respectively. Up 4 rounds to 1 now. Mohawk and Illy playing like they're not sure what hit them.
Yeah, and notice how they aren't changing their playstyle too much. We saw in the first semifinal there were sudden changes in pace and strategy between both teams.
Right.
But it seems like blue team, they're just constantly banging their head on the wall like, we're just going to keep trying this until it works. They have the gun skill, they have the teamwork, but this red team so far has been shutting it down.
Yeah, that was a quick pick on Venom here. So Paul going to have to make something happen. He was able to sneak by and pick up that bomb. Ooh. But everyone wrapping around B, and that's going to be Illy spotting out Paul, taking him down there. Tough spot for Paul to be in. Tried to make something happen, but just unable to do so. So blue team trying to crawl their way back in. But if the red team keeps this up, yeah, they're looking pretty strong to finish this map out.
Yeah, and this round is exactly what this blue team needed. I feel like momentum is so important in Call of Duty. Once you start having these incredible plays against your opponent and shutting them down, it was totally in red team's favor. But now that the blue team got a round win back, it kind of sets the tone like, hey, we're still in this. Don't do these insane plays anymore because we're now expecting it. But I'm going to jump on board with Illy.
Okay.
Not having the worst game, but he's currently 3-5, down by 2 rounds, so he needs to do something this round to keep his team in it. Bomb goes down.
Yeah, I like that.
And he's keeping an eye on the flank.
Nice. Nice kill out of Illy there on Paul. So it's going to be a 2-on-1 now. Venom has to make something happen. Can he do it? I'm still on board with Illy, trying to wrap around. They're just trying to hunt for Venom right now. Venom gets Mohawk very weak, though, forcing Mohawk to back off. And it looks like Venom trying to tag up Mohawk again, but Illy close enough by to clean up the kill on Venom. A lucky break for the blue team. That could have gone bad because Venom was in hot pursuit.
Yeah, and red team, they still have a cushion here. They're still up by 1 round, but we keep talking about momentum. Is it starting to shift in the favor of the blue team now? Something's going on. Back-to-back wins for this blue team, and it's looking really scary.
Yeah. Yeah, they woke up a little bit. And there's a big difference between 4-3 and 4-2. So blue team probably able to breathe a little bit here. If they were holding their breath that last round, I recommend breathing in. It's just healthy overall. Looks like everyone might be rushing towards B. We're going to have to see. Looks like Venom kind of, they may be wrapping all the way around. Actually, if Paul gets caught out here, okay, both teams are going to back off. Actually, Mohawk and Illy, if they spot Venom. Paul, though, getting Mohawk taken down. So now Illy has to make a big play here, is unable to do it. Paul takes down Illy, and now they are 1 round away.
There's just zero hesitation. The moment they get that pick, they're sprinting through the doorway, taking different angles, and they're able to take down Illy together, just shooting him in the ankles as he's trying to get behind cover. But that's exactly what you have to do. Do not give your opponent time to run and hide somewhere where he can possibly even up the battle and have a one-on-one. You have to force that 2-on-1 advantage as soon as possible.
Right, and even Illy in that situation, like, you might be able to reposition, but that also gives Paul and Venom a chance to pinch as well. I feel like you might just start holding forward at him and try to make a crazy 2v1, hope that they stack up, and you can get a spray down. But it's going to be Illy with that song taking down Paul very early here, so still some fight left in this blue team. They haven't quite given up just yet. And again, we do have that map 3 if Paul and Venom take this one. So it's going to be Mohawk getting a plant down at A, but he gets spotted out by Venom. That's going to be Venom! Venom! With the clutch!
So that's 2 times now we've seen Venom just go absolutely clutch, takes out the bomb carrier, doesn't have to worry about that, and then gets the nice shot beatdown to just end map 2 and force the map 3.
Man, I mean, that is crazy.
Gorgeous play out of him.
It's perfect. It's a perfect play. You can't play any better than that. Just when we're saying like, oh, blue team still got some fight left in them, Venom is like, no, I'm just going to end it right here. I want the map 3. Not even giving blue team that chance. So great stuff out of Please God. Again, like I said, those prayers have been answered. And apparently the prayers were for Venom to absolutely show up and stop Mohawk and Illy in their tracks. So we're going to another map 3. All these teams have been playing incredible today. And the skill level is all, I mean, it's so high. All these players are so good. And it's so even. So all these matches are so intense. And clutch plays like that, you love to see them.
And we're back on Gridlock 2. I keep talking about how, in my opinion, this is like the most difficult map, especially for 2s. There's like the 3 traditional lanes. You got A side, B side, and then you have the middle lane. And on a map like this in 2v2, you can't watch everything all at once. If your team is at the A side, you can't see anything going on in the middle. You can't see anything going on the opposite side. So this is where communication and positioning is crucial. So keep an eye on that mini-map as we go into this final map 3. Once again, just a reminder for everybody watching, even though this is the semifinal, the winner of this will qualify for the Search and Destroy Showdown Grand Final next month.
Right, and that's with 5K on the line. Granted, the finals today have 1,000 going to first place, 250 going to second place, but that 5K grand final is where you all want to be at. So this is an insane map 3, and yeah, like you were saying earlier, I mean, teamwork makes the dream work on this map. But if you're Venom and you can make clutch plays like we just saw on our previous map, teamwork might not be as important. And I'm actually on board with Venom right now. I want to see if this momentum is carrying over to this map. It's going to be Illy getting Paul E down, but Venom makes that trade on Illy. So now it's Mohawk versus Venom again. In that 1v1 scenario, Mohawk does pick up that bomb. He might try to wrap around towards B, but I mean, Venom has done a great job this entire series of predicting where his opponents are going to be. And Paul as well. Their positioning and sight lines have been on point. They know just where to look that leaves them the least vulnerable. So he's watching mid-map right now. Doesn't spot Mohawk going across just yet. Is going to check this B bomb site and might wrap around back towards A because it looks like Mohawk is in position and is going to start getting this bomb down. So Venom is going to know where Mohawk is very soon. So you'll see him turn around on the mini map, start checking corners and working his way over there. But Mohawk has a lot of work here to do as well. Not sure where Venom is going to be pushing from. Looks like he'll come through on that underside on A. And Mohawk kind of backs off just at the right time. Might be able to get a flank on Venom here. Is going to be tough to see how this one plays out.
Venom is running out of time if he wants that defuse.
Yeah.
Ideally, he wants to get a pick. And, oh, Mohawk is coming back at the perfect time. Easy kill.
Nice play out of Mohawk. Backs off, forces the clock on Venom, and has a sitting duck waiting for him on the bomb site. So that's going to be Illy and Mohawk taking that first round.
Yeah, and we talked about this before. When you're down to a 1v1, the more time that goes by, it's more... Your opponent becomes more unpredictable, right? There's so many different variables. They can be in this side of the map. They could be anywhere. Absolutely zero pun intended, but I noticed that Venom was watching like the intersections of the map. Like, you know, he was keeping an eye in the middle to see if he could watch his opponent, you know, go from A to B, right? You have to go through the middle if you want to get to the other side. But overall, okay. Well, actually, let's just jump back into this gameplay here. Mohawk down to a
that's it.
Paul again.
You tried to jump back in. This team is too quick. Paul is too quick.
No time for analysis. No time for play-by-play.
Just
Paul
yell because it's exciting.
Yeah, we just have to. Honestly, we can just throw out predictions now and just say, oh yeah, you know, Paul is gonna get you know, two kills in the next round. Yeah, no problem.
On that A site, man. Mohawk just didn't react in time. Paul was flying around through those doors, got on his flank quicker than Mohawk was able to react, ties up the rounds. And we've seen this throughout this entire series of semifinals between these two teams. It's neck and neck until something crazy happens. One team just catches fire or Venom makes a crazy clutch play. But it's been back and forth. So it's tough to predict, like you're saying. If you're trying to analyze, it's a coin flip because it can go either way. Mohawk and Illy might just turn up, push the red team quick, get a couple quick kills, and the round's over. Or we might see Paul getting a kill on Eli, and it's going to be Venom again. Venom, I mean, just a great angle there again. Like we've mentioned before, Venom takes those angles to give himself the best chance to secure those kills. He's been doing this kind of all maps, and now he's doing it again when it counts.
Yeah, and it's just all about pressing every single advantage that you have. Mohawk didn't take any damage in that play there, but noticed how Venom, he just immediately pushed in, because if there were any damage on Mohawk, it's just a little bit closer for him to get the kill. Like if they're both trading shots, Venom's going to win that every single time because he has that health advantage. But yeah, so we're going to see that a lot, where you're going to see like the bait and switch, or my teammate died, I'm going to immediately push in to try to clean up and respond. But man, Illy, he had an incredible map 1, had an okay map 2, but looking at him right now, he's struggling at 0-3.
Yeah, he's just getting pinged up, and there he gets taken down again. Venom going to be there. Mohawk, thankfully, there to at least clean up Paul. So we've seen it before. We're going to see it again. It's going to be Mohawk versus Venom in that 1v1 scenario. Venom does have that bomb hovering around the B bomb site. Mohawk kind of scrambling around middle, not knowing where to push, just hoping to catch Venom here. Could get COD timinged out, though. Not sure if he did spot him there, pushing across mid. Not sure if Venom actually saw Mohawk there. So kind of an easy kill on Venom there for Mohawk mid-map with that Maddox tying up the rounds 2-2.
Yeah, so I'm just going to try to keep the analysis as short as possible this time. Long story short, the longer the standoff is, the scarier it gets for the players. And that's what we were seeing. Venom, he was checking his angles, had no idea where his opponent was at. And ultimately, we talked about the COD timing. Mohawk was able to get behind him and get the kill.
Yeah, I was nervous for Mohawk there, because how many times does standing mid-map literally like spinning in 360s work? And it just so happened to work that time. So, yeah, tough to predict which way this will go. Looks like we do see a split coming out of the red team, though. It's going to be Paul watching that B bomb site, Venom watching A, both wrapping around now, but it is going to be the blue team kind of converging on this A site. Not sure if they're going to go for anything here. Both teams kind of just slowing down.
Yeah, this is the thing about Gridlock. When you're on offense, you need to push together. But on the defense, since this map is so large, a lot of times we're seeing the defense, one goes B, one goes A, so they can keep an eye and get some intel, right, as a fight does break out. So there's that chance of a 2-on-1 advantage when you're on the offense if you just stick together, push together. But now we have a fair 2-on-1 or 2-on-2 battle. Shots being exchanged back and forth.
Yeah. I'm super confused by that play out of the blue team because they were in position on A with the bomb. And they took it so slow, it gave time the red team to wrap back around and contest. So now the blue team has to scramble around B to get the bomb down. It might work out for them, but it seems like an interesting is I think the nicest word I can use to do. And Venom and Paul capitalize on it. Yeah. I just feel like if you're in that position on A, you haven't seen them for however long, it seemed like an eternity, get the bomb down and at least defend, then you have the clock on your side. But they waited until red team pushed around and then had to scramble back to the other bomb site, and the red team capitalized on it.
Yeah, so once again, we have a lot more information than these teams through the spectator mode, but yeah, blue team, they had an opportunity to plant the bomb on that A side, but they just didn't get enough intel. So, like, honestly, the first 20 seconds, if a fight doesn't break out, these teams are fighting for intel. If they can spot one player, you can learn a lot about what they're going for. But once again, look at the minimap. We're seeing the blue team split up. One's going A, one's going B, and then the red team, they're double stacking on the A side. If Mohawk sees a player, he's more than likely going to back up and give his teammates some time to push together. But so now there's that 2-on-1 advantage for the red team yet again. So Illy has to go clutch here.
Yeah, I'm on board with Illy. He's trying to wrap around and flank this red team knowing their position, but red team has already exited the building. They're pushing towards B to get that bomb down. So Illy going to be playing from behind, checking all of his corners. A nerve-wracking scenario because 4-2 is, I mean, there's a big difference there, being 1 round up versus 2, especially nearing that 6-round victory. So Venom going to get the bomb down at B. Both players of red team getting into position to watch this push from Illy. He's got that SOG out, goes upstairs, is going to spot Paul. Can he take down Paul? Illy is able to take down Paul. Now has an opportunity to heal up. Venom playing it very patient. Venom kind of not moving at all. I'm not sure if he didn't get the intel of where Illy was at. Illy playing very quick now, is going to get in position, but it's going to be Venom. Just outshoots Illy. And they take the round again.
And that's what happens with Illy. The clock was against him. He had to play reckless. He had to play aggressive to spot his opponent and still have time to get that defusal. It worked out against Paul. Paul almost got that melee in, which would have killed him. So that was very, very close. I want to say overall, Illy played that great. It's just that clock is brutal in Search and Destroy.
Yeah, I feel like Illy was in a position to clutch that out. But Venom just hit the shots that he needed to. Because I think it looked like Venom almost was caught a little bit off guard. Like, Illy was just flying through. But yeah, Venom hit the shots, and they extend the lead 4-2 now. Okay, now we see the scenario around A. Blue team going to be getting that bomb down much quicker. So Mohawk going to be planting those explosives, and this will give them opportunity to defend that bomb site a little bit better. And I'm actually watching Mohawk right now. Does spot Venom, gets Venom very weak. It's going to be Illy, though, with that SOG cleaning up Paul. So no, Mohawk versus Illy. Ooh!
That was really scary.
God. Oh, I just saw blue team's health get evaporated as they stacked up there. Venom making almost a huge play, but it's going to be Mohawk and Illy spreading out a little bit to get that kill on Venom. So now 3-4. Red team still ahead by 1. But that was almost red team on match point.
Yeah, and so going back to, we're on the map Gridlock, and I feel like this map has a huge advantage towards that offensive side. I think every single round we've seen defense split up and then offense stick together, which keeps going back to that 2-on-1 advantage. Let's see if it happens again. But we were seeing, please God, they were getting a lead there. And, okay, Paul was trying to get a snipe down the middle, switched back to the Maddox. Notice how he's playing it slow with Venom. They're not trying to punch a hole through that potential one-man defense, but blue team this time, they're actually sticking together, which is abnormal, but it's so far working out in their favor.
Yeah. It can go good sometimes when you have like you're not making every scenario a 2 versus 1, and that's going to be Illy getting that kill on Paul to start things off. So now Venom going to have to take some angles, try to get an advantage here. I think Mohawk is wrapping around. It is going to be Venom taking down Mohawk. Can he get healed?
Oh.
He gets healed, but doesn't get enough health back in time. Illy taking down Venom for that round win for the blue team. Great job though from Venom again. Just being in a spot to make that play potentially happen.
That is huge, being able to win a round on defense. But Venom, I was freaking out because he rushed through the window and broke the glass, which makes a lot of noise, which allows your opponent to know exactly where you are. So I was a little scared for the guy, but he got that first kill, almost got the second one. But now we're tied up, so this is massive.
I'm on board with Mohawk right now. Looks like both teams making that quick push towards A again. Illy maybe struggling a little bit in the kills department, sitting at 4 and 6 right now. It is going to be Mohawk taking down Paul very quickly, and Illy cleaning up turnaround again for that round win. Yeah.
The turnaround, is it 5-4 now? Oh my God. So the red team, they were dominating these early rounds, but this blue team, they're slowly calling their way back, and then all of a sudden on match point, and this might be their opportunity to win the next round and qualify for that grand final.
Or do we see map 3, round 11?
Oh, it's entirely possible because the red team is on offense, and I want to say for the majority of the rounds, the offense has been winning.
Yeah. I'm on board with Venom just because he's got the bomb and is making a quick push towards B.
Ooh, this is kind of scary.
Yeah, he spots Mohawk. Is going to challenge Venom. Back off and wait for Paul, man. But that's okay. So Venom gets a couple of shots to contest, and that's going to force blue team off of it.
Paul several times throughout this map alone has been pulling out the sniper and trying to get a pick down mid, which is wonderful if it works. But that forced Venom to be in that situation where he's all alone, and I want to say for the first time, Mohawk and Illy, they both rushed B together, so there was no way Venom was going to be able to push through that by himself with that team shot coming through, but they now have control of A, and blue team, can they sneak in without getting any picks? It looks like they are now in, but now the red team, they're wrapping back to B side, so this movement here, I don't think any of these players realize who is where, but with the time running out, the blue team, oh no, Venom!
Okay, that's going to be Venom. Illy, though, with that Saga, is going to take down Venom. So we have Illy versus
Paul. Oh my God!
Getting the kills.
What the hell? So, looking at the clock, there was what, like 14 seconds or something left?
Yeah.
They knew if there was nobody at A, we have to rush B as fast as possible. The guy with the bomb just jumped right in front of Illy and Mohawk. They got that kill, and then at that point, Illy just has the advantage on Paul and ends it right there. That is insane. Yeah, so time management, that was a little bit of a clunker from this red team. They made a little mistake with their time management because maybe if they went to B or stayed at A, that time would have been in their favor and it wouldn't have been as predictable. But so even though that was just semifinal number 2, we will try, we'll qualify for that grand final. So these guys are former champions in the Beyond tournaments, but we haven't really seen them much in recent memory. So this might be their name.
They haven't been trying. Yeah, now they're trying. They're doing great. And like I mentioned earlier, Illy was struggling in the stats department a little bit, but ends the map, what was it, like 11 and 6? Yeah, 11 and 6 for Illy. After he was 4 and 6. I think it was going into like round when it was tied up 4-4. And then he gets just like 5 crazy stuff out of Illy. Like it definitely clutched up that final map in those final rounds and made that opportunity possible for the blue team. So have to give it up to him with that performance there.
And I mentioned before with that map in particular, I want to say there's a huge advantage in the favor of offense every single round. And so that comeback that We Will Try had. They were down, I think it was 4-2 or something.
Yeah.
That comeback where I was like, okay, it's 4-3. Okay, it's getting close. Oh, it's 4-4. Oh, it's 5-4.
Oh, they have the lead?
Yeah.
Oh, they won.
Yeah, that's just incredible. Just being able to turn it around like that and play so consistent and win that many rounds back to back to back to back to qualify. Yeah, right. Can't get any better than that.
No, amazing stuff. And so they've qualified now for that grand final 5K that's going to be happening. And now they're in the finals of today's tournament where they can potentially walk away with $1,000 for that first place spot.
They can't get comfortable just yet. I mean, yes, they've qualified.
They can if they want, but I would.
Yeah, exactly. So they qualified for the grand final next month, but now there is lots of money on the line in the upcoming grand final.
Right. So, guys, that's going to do it for our second semifinal. Again, click the link in chat. You can save 10% on all KontrolFreek products and maybe clutch up just like Illy if you do. But before we head into today's finals, let's take a look at our ascender of the tournament from qualifier number 2. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the KontrolFreek S&D Showdown Ascender of the Tournament, powered by Beyond. Team New Religion, a pair of fresh faces with emerging talent, had an incredible run in our 2v2 tournament last weekend. After a shaky start in our semifinals, T-Killer and S-Clamp made several clutch plays to eliminate every competitor in their path and ultimately collided with our prior champions, Speed Demons. After 3 back-and-forth matches, New Religion fell to Speed Demons, but they still earned their ticket to our Showdown Finals in August, where they may just get their redemption run against Valence and Capsidal. However, New Religion, having 2 Round 11 victories under their belts, solidified their place as the Ascenders of the tournament.
So now a 2-on-1 in the red team's favor. Enzerk and Instinct need to take this one, but S-Clamp has to make a big play. He gets that first kill on Instinct. He's able to back down and heal up. Enzerk versus S-Clamp now.
Oh,
S-Clamp clutches up.
We're meeting head on at B. This is going to be a huge fight.
I'm on board with Valence. He pushes in. S-Clamp takes down Valence. It's opening on Capsidal, and that's going to be it.
Be sure to follow Team Beyond Net on social media to stay up to date with the latest news and announcements, and register for free to compete in the KontrolFreek Search and Destroy Showdown.
All right, guys. So welcome back to the grand finals of today's KontrolFreek 2v2 Showdown, powered by Beyond. We've got some new faces, some old names, and a lot of action going on in the finals here today. We just saw We Will Try take down Please God in I think it'd be an understatement to call it a crazy fashion. Just when we thought Please God was going to take it, We Will Try shows up and just performs insane. Almost like it doesn't even make sense watching it happen. You don't even know they have the lead until the map is over and they've already won. So definitely some surprising performances out of We Will Try. But of course, on the other side of the bracket, we saw some familiar faces, or at least familiar names. We saw Speed Demons, who is now Valence had a little bit of an identity crisis, and when I was called King Kuiper, but he was playing with Cap Seidel again as always, but they were dethroned by New Religion, which was T-Killer and a new teammate. He was playing with Zealot, and Zealot's stats were insane. They were like King Kuiper's old stats. He was able to clutch up, just make aggressive plays, and he was getting slay after slay, and that's why they find themselves in the grand finals of today's tournament. Now, again, We Will Try, and that's Illy and Mohawk. They've already qualified now, since these other two teams that were in the other side of the semifinals had earned their spot in the 5K grand final already. So We Will Try now qualifies, but with this grand final, today's tournament, there's still money on the line for first and second place. So first place is going to be taking home that $1,000. Second place, $250. So just because both of these teams have already qualified for that 5K, there's no reason to not try. And that's probably why Mohawk and Illy are going by the team name We Will Try. Now, we will keep talking until we get this New Religion's roster in the lobby here. But Jared, I mean, talk to me about how much of a pretzel your brain is in and how much your mind has been melted after watching what Mohawk and Illy did in that previous semifinal.
I just want to say that it's not a surprise that they qualified. I mentioned before when Black Ops 4 first came out, they were just dominating the competition. But then they were kind of MIA for, I don't know, like a month or two. They were still like competing in tournaments, but they weren't trying. Yeah, they weren't trying. I don't know. But yeah, so it's not really a surprise that they qualified. I'm just curious to know how they stack up against the other teams that have qualified, right? I mean, there's a lot of money on the line right now, but looking forward to next month, you already know two of your competitors, and now there's going to be a mystery competitor that we'll find out during the next qualifier. So in a way, you got to get prepared for those guys as well. Yeah, and it's the best of the best.
True. I mean, that's what it boils down to, right? This sort of weeds out the talent, qualifier to qualifier, and you see the best teams perform. But, I mean, Illy and Mohawk, we've seen them before. And granted, they played against Paul and Venom, who we haven't seen in the semifinals, at least on stream yet. But we've seen Paul before. Venom might have been new, but he looked extremely strong. So that gap that we saw in skill between what looked like a dominant Speed Demon squad, yeah, teams are able to chip away at it now and perform just as well, maybe if not better, right? The if not better is TBD. We haven't seen that yet, but you're starting to see the potential there. And I think that's what's the extremely exciting part of it all is, I mean, the potential of these players. If you would have said, to me that Mohawk and Illy, after not even being in the semifinals of qualifier number 1 and qualifier number 2, would all of a sudden today be in the grand finals, I would have a hard time believing you, but they did it. So while it might be quote unquote anyone's game, I mean, anyone can take down Speed Demons. We've now seen that at the very least.
Yeah, so just waiting for the players to get into our match. We have a whole set of new maps. Map 1 will actually be Hacienda, which is one of my favorites.
Just to say or to actually play? Or both. It can be
both. Yeah.
Hacienda is my favorite to say, yeah.
I mentioned Gridlock is one of the more difficult maps. Hacienda is definitely up there, considering how much cover there is, all the different hallways and all that. So it's one of those difficult maps where if your team is not constantly communicating, and if you spread out a little bit too much, then it makes it really difficult to respond to a pick. But there's a lot of unique strategies as well, where we've seen some players like go into the water with like the heat vision like goggles or whatever, and so you see these like random strategies come out every once in a while. But it's such a large map, so for 2v2s, it's going to be quite difficult to always manage your opponents and know exactly where they're going unless that bomb is down.
Yeah, it's sort of one of those things. This map is really easy for those wheels to fall off if you're not on point. I mentioned earlier, I think consistency is the name of the game here. I think that's what was able to take down Speed Demons earlier in these semifinals. So if you can consistently, if you know what to expect out of your teammate, if you can consistently get the kills you need to, you're going to see yourself in these grand finals. I think Speed Demons got their way there by being very explosive, right? They clutched up when they needed to, but like we saw today, if King Kuiper isn't making those clutch plays, well, then that consistency isn't there. And it's harder to clutch than it is to be consistent. So going into the 5K grand finals, I'm so excited to see how everything shakes out, because it's going to come down to not only skill level, but consistency. And we've seen teams today that have that consistency, but then you flip the script. Can Speed Demons just out clutch everybody? So, I'm excited. I'm excited for this grand finals. I'm excited for the 5K grand finals we have coming up. We're just waiting now too for, all the players to get into lobby. And we'll just kind of see how it shakes out. We got Zealot in here who, and to mention again, he performed so incredible. I want to say incredible. I feel like incredible in that first semifinal. He was a new face that we had not seen before. And he just turned up and clutched up. He played great, going super positive in most maps. Never really had an instance of where he appeared to be struggling. And really at times when he needed to, was able to carry T-Killer, who statistically at times was underperforming. So we're just going to kind of get everything, waiting on getting the final lobby settled up. Hopefully there's no like connection issues or anything going on. We'll have our operations guys just double check and everything on that. Jared, do you want to take a quick break and hopefully get everyone in the lobby, or do you
we'll do a quick break, and if these players are still having some issues, we'll talk some more, and if not, we'll just.
You guys love hearing us talk, right?
Of course, yes. But so we'll go to a quick commercial break. If these players still aren't set, we'll talk to the refs and chat some more on stream. But hopefully, what will happen is as soon as that clock hits 0, we'll jump right into map 1. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with the grand final shortly.
All right. So we're into it now. The grand finals of today's KontrolFreek 2v2 Showdown powered by Beyond. And here we go. I'm on board with Zealot right now because, like we were saying before that quick little break, he's just been performing so well for this squad alongside T-Killer, that new religion roster. Of course, we saw S-Clamp performing with T-Killer last tournament, but this time Zealot is in that S-Clamp spot. Looks like T-Killer is also going to be pushing towards that B bomb site. Zealot kind of trailing close behind there. Illy and Mohawk, though, we're around that A site, and it looks like actually Zealot might be in a good flanking position. That's going to be Illy taking down T-Killer. Zealot now going to drop down, see if he can pick up Illy coming through, but no, and he's got to watch out. Mohawk is in that higher position, might have a sight line down on Zealot. Zealot is going to be pushing through now here. Can Zealot make something happen? We're going to have to see. Zealot going up high, up top again. Might be in a spot to catch Illy. Does catch Illy. Now in that 1v1. Zealot going up against Mohawk. Zealot, oh, barely spots Mohawk trying to jump across. Does he have the angle? Can he get the prediction? Does spot his head? Can he make that challenge? Mohawk in a very tough spot, but that's going to be Zealot fighting against that header, getting the kill on Mohawk and the round win.
Yeah, off to a hot start. These guys have been playing all day, just grinding out multiple matches, and Zealot just on fire.
The confidence out of that challenge, man. That is such a tough angle to take, even though you have the high ground. Mohawk,
and he didn't need to take it. He didn't need to take the fight at all.
He's just feeling himself. He's 2-0. I'm telling you, Jared, Zealot is feeling himself right now, man.
Yeah, he's definitely the most clutch player of the tournament. Hey, he might be even the ascender if we can get enough clips.
Going for it.
Yeah,
he's going for it.
I feel like if I were to put in a ballot right now, it would be Zealot. But I want to stay on board with him and see if he can make any more clutch plays happen. The red team, we will try. Only down by 1 round right now, so this is only map 1 as well. So yeah, anything can happen at this point. But Zealot going 2-0 off the first round.
Now the jukes!
3-0.
The jukes coming out of Zealot. So it's going to be Zealot and T-Killer now going up against Illy. Illy, though, sliding by, going to be T-Killer with the save. Zealot maintaining that beautiful 3-0. So it's going to be Zealot getting the defuse, going up 2 rounds now.
Here's a question for you, Frank. Do you believe in the caster curse?
Jeez, man. That's very... I don't know, man.
All right, well,
it's like almost a spiritual question.
Right. Well, I just wanted to say, is it possible...
No, Zealot's too good.
Is it possible for Zealot to break a record like most kills in a search and destroy without dying? Because so far, was he 3-0 and 1 assist or something?
No, he's just doing it all himself. Doesn't
Yeah.
even need the assist.
So I want to see him hit just I don't know, 7-0. Let's see if he can do it. He's just been playing incredible.
He will do it. I'm telling you, he'll do it right now.
Ooh, okay.
He'll do it in this round alone.
Well. Spots Mohawk, but there's a player right around the corner.
The flank jinxed it. Yeah, I believe in the caster curse. Yeah, I believe now. Absolutely. Illy getting that kill on Zealot. Now it's going to be T-Killer having to clutch up. Does have that max, though, so a little bit of a mid-range gun. Because this map, Hacienda does have some longer sight lines, so that SOG can be a little bit of a risk-reward type play. T-Killer, though, does have the bomb. Might be able to push towards B, but of course, Illy and Mohawk positioned a little bit towards mid-map. Yeah, they hear bomb going down, are going to push on it. Easy kill for Illy, taking down T-Killer there. Yeah, I believe in the caster curse.
Yeah, but I will say I will gladly sacrifice that potential world record to discover my ability to have that caster curse, right? But with great power comes great responsibility, right? So I'm not going to use it. I'm just watching the game.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I have no idea what I'm talking about right now, but we are going into round 4.
I mean, Zealot could have had the record and you ruined it, but fair enough.
Okay, well, I won't use my power anymore. How about that?
Yeah, okay. All right, so, truce.
Yeah, truce. Sorry, Zealot.
All right. Are we staying on board with Zealot, or who do you... I'm actually going to...
Yeah,
I'm going to go on board with Illy. I'm going to go on board with Illy. He's watching Mohawk. They're playing a little bit slow here. Mohawk in the water with that bomb. Zealot does spot... T-Killer takes down Illy there.
Ooh, nice movement out of Mohawk.
Yeah, Mohawk taking down T-Killer. So now we're in that 1v1. All right, let's go back on board with Zealot here. So Zealot versus Mohawk, blue team up 2 rounds to 1. Zealot kind of unaware where Mohawk might be. Going to be watching that B bomb site. Looks like Mohawk might be favoring the wraparound towards A. And again, Zealot just has to play patient here, and he's going to wait to basically wait for Mohawk to make a move. Kind of checking mid-map. Bomb is going to be going down for Mohawk. Actually, Zealot might have the perfect timing. Gets Mohawk in the back and is taking him down. Nice play out of Zealot. Just kind of, I mean, I think he just trusted his gut there.
Well, yeah, there's a lot to analyze from that last round. Zealot did the right thing. Instead of just running around the map trying to find his opponent, he just stood in one spot, kept an eye on A. He was just taking cover. And then once the clock goes down to a certain point, you don't see anything at A, then it's probably logical to go towards the B side. So, yeah, Zealot, even though he didn't see much going on from his point of view, there was a lot of communication. He was, talking to his teammate, like, hey, I'm going to stay at A. When should I push? That kind of thing. And it was perfect timing on his part.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you got to love it. You love to see it. I'm on board with Zealot again, actually. He is in hot pursuit of, I believe it is, well, actually, both Mohawk and Illy are up here, and it's a bloodbath. Illy gets both. Everyone just met on those stairs, and Illy came out on top. That's kind of the only thing.
I think at that point, it was like a free-for-all. Everybody was shooting each other. There was the crossfire. Illy was
Everyone just held down the right trigger and prayed, basically.
Yeah, and Illy ultimately won that one. I want to say overall, this map 1 has been, I mean, it obviously hasn't been decisive considering that it's 3-2 right now, but I think both sides are kind of sloppy at the moment. Which, I mean, yeah, they're playing for a lot of money right now, but when you start thinking about that grand final, this style of play is not going to work when you're playing against Speed Demons or the original New Religion that did qualify.
Right.
So... yeah, what team is it that qualified already? Oh, the We Will Try team. They already took that third spot. So, yeah, they definitely need to clean this up if they want to compete with those guys in the grand final. But in the immediate future, you're playing for that cash and nice wall bang out of Zealot using the
Zealot
ICR. I love how much he's changing up his gameplay, swapping out to different classes. One moment he's aggressive, the other moment he's playing it really passive. 7-2.
It could have been 7-0 if you didn't say anything.
Yeah. Oh my. What have I done?
He just gives the thumbs up there. He knew what you did, and he said, "I don't care. I'm going to do it anyways." But yeah, I mean, cool. I think that's the first time we've seen him pull out that ICR as well. Was able to lock down some of those angles, get a couple of wall bangs. So I mean, just great play because we've seen him get really aggressive with the SOG, and now we're seeing him take those long-range fights with the ICR, and that's very difficult for an opponent to adapt to. I mean, we mentioned things earlier like Speed Demons, their aggression is so tough to deal with, but if you're able to deal with it, we haven't seen many other styles out of them. But now with Zealot and T-Killer, I mean, they're able to adapt, play a couple of different ways, and are putting up a tough fight for We Will Try. I mean, blue team's up 4-2 right now, and they don't really look like they're slowing down. And like we were saying, now Zealot has the SOG out. He's like, yeah, this time, ICR was cool, but yeah, let me get the SOG this round.
So both teams playing it pretty slow. Blue team just chilling in the spawn. So once again, just a massive change of pace to keep their opponents on their toes. But I don't think the red team is phased at all because they don't know what's going on.
No, they're just running around checking corners still. It was different when it was on frequency, and Zealot and T-Killer did this in that other semifinal because it caught King Kuiper and Capsidal so off guard that they were able to catch them basically on the wraparound through the spawn. But T-Killer does get that bomb down right now. So Illy and Mohawk gonna know where the blue team is. Tries to get in a good position here. Tough, though, for Illy. Oh, does spot Zealot checking the wrong corner. So Illy going to take down Zealot with that SOG. Now up to T-Killer to make something happen. And he gets one. T-Killer going to be taking down Mohawk, but it's going to be Illy taking down T-Killer and getting this defused. So that's going to be 4-3. Blue team's lead cut down.
So we're just seeing this battle between Illy and totally slipped away from me. These guys both have like 7 kills right now. But yeah, they're both going off, so I think it's up to their teammates to start, carrying their own weight here if they want to make a difference in this map 1 and get that lead. But Illy, just look at the laser beam with that SOG across the map.
It's not supposed to work that far.
That is difficult. We talked about the damage drop off with the SOG at that range, and then the SMGs, they typically have that horizontal recoil, so it's very difficult to shoot at enemies across the map. But that's just Illy. You know, he is
he's doing it all right now, man.
Yeah, he is very, very good at Black Ops 4. So Zealot, that's the guy. 7-3 versus Illy's 7-4.
You caster cursed him and then you forgot his name?
Yeah,
you're truly ruthless.
It happens.
All right. I'm actually going to get on board with Mohawk this round just because he is struggling a little bit. I want to see how, basically, if he's able to turn around. Looks like he is going for a quick plant at bomb site B, so good on him. He's got Illy there, kind of in that prone position. Ooh, gets caught with a little COD timing, and T-Killer with the quick 2. I didn't even see where he came from. I saw the bomb go down, and then T-Killer had already swept in and took them both out.
And it's great to see T-Killer go clutch when he absolutely needs to. We'll see that in the best play, of course, but man, now up 5-3 on map point.
Yeah. I mean, I like the way T-Killer and Zealot play, and again, when Zealot's slaying like that, it kind of frees you up. You can feel comfortable even if you're not necessarily playing as out of your mind as he is. It just takes the pressure off because you've got that support system there. You know, Zealot can get those slays if he needs to, even though Mohawk got that bomb down fairly quickly. And sometimes that puts, opponents on the back foot. We typically see plants take a little bit of time to get down. So, I mean, good on Zealot and T-Killer for really just powering through that. And now they're on match point on this map. So we'll have to see if they can close it out here. I think they might. Yeah, I don't think it's out of the question for them to do so.
We were talking about, that war between Zealot and Illy, which other teammate was going to start carrying his own weight, and T-Killer is definitely performing better than Mohawk at the moment. And Illy,
gets smacked though. When you get smacked, it's tough to come back from. Zealot, of course, had that ICR play, was putting shots into Mohawk. Have to give it up to Illy. He wrapped around, flanked, was able to push Zealot there and close the gap with that ICR. So here we see that play right here. That's Illy flanking around while Zealot was distracted by Mohawk. So great play out of him, and that really opened up that entire playing field for him. And then he gets the smack. So Illy playing that round absolutely perfect.
Yeah, I will say, was it T-Killer that was the final death for that round?
Yes.
He has a glowing purple skin, so yeah, Illy was able to see that.
Sometimes it's more about, what do you know about fashion? Sometimes it's fashion over function.
Yeah, on that kill cam, we saw just a glowing purple person in the corner, and so Illy was able to spot that and get that kill. But nonetheless, we are now 5-4 on map 1, and once again, it's going
Mohawk with a quick
slow.
plant. We've seen that so many times. And this map is bigger, like you mentioned. So kind of, you have a little bit more breathing room. It allows Mohawk to do that. But last time Mohawk did that, blue team was able to still clutch out regardless. I'm on board with Mohawk currently. Blue team getting a nice swarm onto A here. Mohawk not really sure which line to take. Illy is taking down T-Killer. Illy going to get 2 again.
Didn't this happen on Gridlock where it was like 5-2 or something, and then the other team just came back and won 6-5?
Yeah,
so
it was Illy and Mohawk again.
Yeah,
they just do that. They decide we will try.
Yeah,
now.
we will try.
It almost reminds me of the old pro challenges people used to do in Halo 3, where they would suicide 20 kills and then just come back.
Yeah,
that must be what
like that anymore.
No, now we're seeing it right now, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Illy and Mohawk just give up 4 rounds. I think it's been 4-2 every time too. It's been 4-2, and then we will try, decides to try, and they try, and they clutch it out.
Maybe that's the strategy. I don't know. It's a little abstract, but
it's almost like playing possum. But T-Killer doesn't care, apparently. Takes down Illy, who has been that clutch factor for the Red Squad, and it's going to be Zealot getting that final smack on Mohawk to say, we've seen your strategy, we've seen you pull it off, but we would like to take this map.
And it's once again Zealot being the clutch factor, winning the map for his team. It's just incredible to see that on a consistent basis from the guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, he's the truth. He's performing so well, and not that he's carrying T-Killer. I don't want it to be like T-Killer isn't doing anything. But he's the standout player currently, just with the plays he's able to make. So Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh,
Good
look
stuff.
at the damage from
Religion.
Mohawk. Having a really rough game. I went all the way to around 11, but you got to do more damage than that, bud, if you want to be able to walk away with the win. That tough game out of Mohawk.
Yeah. I mean, he does have 4 plants, though, for what it's worth. Maybe playing that objective a little more. Maybe they were trying to do that and have the bomb be almost like the bait and Illy capitalize. But yeah, Zealot and T-Kill are just too strong, able to clutch it out. Now they just have to take the second map. So it's going to be up to Illy and Mohawk to adapt. We'll see how that turns out for him. But New Religion with the new teammate in Zealot is looking very strong. I mean, they already beat the back-to-back champions in Speed Demons, and now they're poised to win it again. Or not win it again, but win their first grand final.
Yeah. So we are loading into payload, and once again, this is one of those larger maps. Obviously, these maps were designed with the 5v5 in mind, so when you have the 2v2, it's going to open up a little bit more, a lot more strategies that can possibly play out. So as always, for anybody tuning in, keep an eye on that mini-map. That's going to tell you a lot about what these teams are going for, how they're reacting to plays. But here we go, map 2. New Religion technically on a match point here if they're able to win this.
Yeah, gonna have to see how it plays out. Kind of cycling through players, nothing out of the ordinary loadout wise here. A lot of players running Maddox and Sog, kind of your typical setup. Looks like Illy did spot, who was that? Might have been T-Killer early on, but T-Killer now pushing up through here, kind of, and they're splitting up. Both players split up, so it might be who just gets their solo kill here. Not sure if Zealot was able to call out Illy or not, but T-Killer wraps back around to convene with him. It's going to be Illy, though, taking down T-Killer. Zealot takes down Illy, so now it's in a 1v1. Zealot versus Mohawk. Zealot drops down out of this window. Not sure if he spotted Mohawk there. Again, Zealot does have this bomb for the blue team, so he does have the option to wrap around towards B. Of course, Mohawk can read that. Both players just checking corners. Neither one wants to get pushed right now as they both work their way around towards A. Might just be who sees each other first. Zealot, they're going to be wrapping around, both going up into this hangar here. Oh my gosh!
The timing. I was questioning
Zealot just flexing now? Is he just flexing now?
That was such a risky play because he had the bomb, he was running out of time, and he went for the kill. If his opponent was able to get away, he
just
probably
soared off the map for the kill.
Oh my god! Why?
I love it. Because why not?
There was so much risk involved with that. I didn't even see him jump off the map, but
yeah.
I saw it in the kill cam. But yeah, there was that. Also, if he didn't get that kill, not only would he fall off the map, but he wasn't able to plant the bomb in time. So Zealot just going all out and putting on a show for everybody.
He grabbed a stack of chips, pushed them, and said all in, and I absolutely love it. All right, I'm on board with Mohawk right now. He does have the bomb. He was going for those quick plants earlier, not so much anymore. Does spot Zealot, though, forced to back off with that reaction time. Zealot chases him down. So now it's a 1 versus 2 for Illy. I'm watching Illy, see if he can make something happen. Did spot Zealot and T-Killer kind of running away. He's at both of their backs. If he can catch up to them before they reposition, he might be able to make a play here. It's going to be Zealot coming around, but Zealot is confident. Zealot, confident, slides out, takes down Illy. No one's going to stop him.
Doesn't care. He just does whatever he wants, and it seems like nobody can do anything about it. So he must have heard something, because, yeah, he just instantly turned around, got that slide in.
He dropped down a pair of sunglasses and said, deal with it. That's exactly what he did.
Was not expecting them to go up 2-0 that quickly.
Well, so it's not even just that it's 2-0. It's Zealot being 4-0 right now.
Right.
It's just Zealot destroying. In a flashy way, and you love to see it. And I'm on board with them right now because I want to see more of it. T-Killer has the bomb right now, but if I was T-Killer, I would be like, yeah, Zealot, go do your thing, because whatever he does, it apparently works. Illy and Mohawk, though, pushing through middle right now, might just get kind of scared off by an unsuspecting T-Killer. T-Killer, though, getting some damage. It's going to be T-Killer this time. You know what? Zealot said, T-Killer, I don't want to take all the spotlight. Do your thing. So a quick 2 from T-Killer. Beautiful. Beautifully, he just played it patient.
They're making it very difficult to choose the ascender of the tournament. We've been hyping up. Well,
the fadeaway off the map is my favorite play.
Yeah.
Is my favorite play.
But now we see T-Killer going clutch and getting 2 pieces. So they're making it very difficult to choose.
Share the wealth, for sure.
Exactly. So now 3-0. At what point does this red team start to try?
We will try. Usually it's 4-2. So if it gets to 4-2, that's when they start to try.
But what if they can't get to the 2 points? Uh-oh. What happens?
That is a conundrum. That is a conundrum for them. I don't think they figured that out yet.
They don't try until they go down 4-2, but if they get 6-0'd, uh-oh.
Yeah, we'll try
but
next
we're not
time.
going to look that. Hey, I can't do the caster curse.
There he goes. All right. Okay, it's a 1v1. Zealot versus Mohawk. I'm over with Mohawk right now. He does know Zealot's position, does have some shots on him, trying to pre-aim, and it's going to be Mohawk. All right, there we go. We go.
Okay, that's what
A
they need.
little bit of life for the red team, able to take down Zealot. Okay, yeah, not going to be a complete shutout. Our bad, red team. We weren't giving you enough credit. Mohawk silences us. Good play out of Mohawk, consistent shots, able to take down Zealot, get that round win.
All right, so they just need one more before they start trying.
Well, no, it's got to be 4-2. So they have to lose
4-2.
this round, then they'll win the next round, and then they'll make it like 5-5.
Okay, so we'll see if that happens.
All right, just wait.
The storylines write themselves.
Who do you want to be on board with?
I kind of want to watch T-Killer just
All right,
because.
perfect. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, just because he had that wonderful 2-piece earlier, and he's had some highlights throughout all of the tournaments so far, and I feel like there is some potential.
They're doing that trick play again. We've seen this so many times.
Yeah, both teams are just playing it really slow off the break to try to throw off their opponent.
All right, they do push out. So blue team is going to push out, wrap around towards B, but sometimes that's just confusing enough for the opponents that they don't know where to look. So now both members of the blue team pushing towards A. Mohawk is going to jump out, does take down T-Killer, though. So it's going to be up to Zealot to make something happen. Gets a couple shots into Mohawk. Has to back off. So we're going to see Illy kind of regroup with a Mohawk here as Zealot pushes around towards that A bomb site. I don't think he's going to go for that quick plant. Checks the flank real quick. Oh, he might catch 2 right here. Is in that sneaky spot. We saw T-Killer get a 2-piece from a similar position. Both of them backing late. That's going to be it.
Zealot! How is he? He's constantly
The Galaxy
doing this.
Brain plays, hides under the stairs, pops out, and gets a 2-piece. Dude. But I'm going to say it right now. Called it. Red team loses this round. Red team's winning next round. It's going to be 4-2. Then it's going to be 5-5. That's my prediction.
And they perfectly lined up for him. Wow.
I wrote this. I sent them the script earlier, dude.
Yeah, this is all scripted out. Actually, no, we can't say that. It's not scripted out at all.
It's not. It's a joke. Come on. Zealot's 7-1, man. I mean,
I just don't get it. Is this the second or third time he's had more than 7 kills, or at least
Third.
7 kills?
Third that I remembered. It might be more than that. T-Killer, though, putting in some work as well. Mohawk, Zealot gets a little aggressive. They stack up, and I called it. It's a round win for the red team, 4-2 now. So now is when We Will Try starts trying.
And they will just win every single round from here on out and force a map 3 potentially.
That's your call. All right. We'll see how it plays out. I'm thinking it might actually go at least go to a 5-5. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. Mohawk, I think overall this entire at least broadcast, he's been having some rough games, but definitely picking it up for this map 2 here. Currently sitting at 4-4, and he's helping his team get back into this. They're still down 4-2, but this is, I guess, their opportunity to start coming back and possibly win this. But I'm going to jump on board with Zealot and see. Right. Oh, you can see through the walls, the red team is nowhere near that bomb plant. So that's going to actually eat a little bit. It's going to eat a little bit of time just from that journey from the spawn all the way to A. So that's going to be very difficult for this red team to get that defusal.
T-Killer spots Illy. That's going to be T-Killer taking down Illy. Mohawk is on the push. Excellent job backing out. T-Killer again. Beautiful play out of T-Killer. Absolutely beautiful. Backs out, heals up, slides back in, gets the kill.
I think that's 2 times now where he's gotten the 2-piece for the victory. That just incredible movement here. He gets that first kill. He's expecting the second player to rush, gets that heal off, and then watch the slide. Just beautiful prediction there.
Whoop. Gets the kill on Mohawk. All right, maybe not the 5-5 thing, but maybe the blue team just takes this and wins it. I mean, Zealot and T-Killer, they're playing perfect right now. I mean, they're playing so well. I'm going to jump on board with Illy. He picked up the bomb. Typically, Mohawk has been picking up the bomb for the red team, so might be trying something a little different here. Both teams might just be swarming A. Illy has the bomb and that Maddox checking those catwalk sightlines, checking A bomb site, doesn't spot anyone. It's going to be Zealot, though. Zealot takes down Mohawk, somehow survives the onslaught from Illy. So now Zealot and T-Killer with the perfect flank. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Wow. Okay. Was not expecting that. You mentioned how Illy, I think he grabbed the bomb for the first time, and it seems like they just pass it to whoever is not like on fire at that moment.
Right.
So Illy, he's typically like the star player that's not necessarily doing like a hard carry, but he has the flashy plays. But it seemed like Mohawk, he started, he was catching fire towards the end of that game, so they passed the bomb off to him. But then when you're in that 2-on-1 situation on a cliffside, it's not looking too good.
No. I mean, yeah. We saw some good things out of the red team in that situation, but Zealot and T-Killer just performing too strong overall. Yeah, and like you mentioned, just struggling to even get damage out. But how do you get damage in when you're getting 6-2'd by Zealot and T-Killer? I mean, it's tough, right? So yeah, that's going to be it. New Religion with the new member Zealot. Going to be your winners this week. Going to be walking away with $1,000. And again, they already qualified. So keep that in mind. We're going to see rematches on rematches on rematches in these 5K grand finals coming up. And again, we've got one more qualifier to seed that. So one more team is going to be in this mix. But the amount of history, the storylines going on between all these teams who've met in semifinals and grand finals, but are all going to meet in the 5K grand finals, it's insane. It's so good. And Zealot absolutely blew me away today, especially on that last map. Just hitting a fader with the Maddox jumping off the map to secure a kill in like
I've never seen anything like that.
What was it, round 2? It was round 2.
2 or 3, yeah.
And he's just like, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah,
and
there's just I guess the thing that I want to bring up is technically We Will Try, that was the team that qualified because New Religion qualified during qualifier number 2. So yeah, We Will Try just got 2-0'd in that grand final against another team that's already qualified. So this might be what we could possibly see during that grand final. Can this Will We Try? I mentioned before, this team was on fire. They were unstoppable when Black Ops 4 first came out, but they haven't really won a lot of tournaments in recent memory. So they have a few weeks to clean up their gameplay and get prepared for Speed Demons, New Religion, and then we'll find out the next qualifier on the 27th of this month.
That's right. So that's going to wrap it up for today. I'm excited to get into these other qualifiers and see who wins that 5K at the very end here. But guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's KontrolFreek 2v2 showdown. But again, congratulations to our winners, Zealot and T-Killer. And if you guys want to get in on this action, be sure to head over to teambeyond.net and sign up for our next showdown. Again, they're free to enter, and follow us on Twitter at teambeyondnet. There you can get like instant, up to the minute updates on everything going on. And yeah, next tournament, July 27th. We'll see you then. And you just might be our next Ascender. Peace.